Well, hi, everybody. Welcome to TVON. My name is Blair. Thank you so much for joining us and happy Thursday. So glad you're with us. This is what we're doing today. You know, you never know what you're going to see when you tune in for these live 3 hours. We always bring something special. We always give you an amazing reason to tune in. Today is no different. We're actually going to bring you something we've never done on a Thursday night. We're going to do a little What's New Wednesday on a Thursday. So you are watching live TV. It is Thursday, May something, but we're really excited. Is it the 28th? 28th today. Oh my goodness, just a couple days left in May. We're talking about a really special stone. It's a bit of an encore. Last night I had an encore on our beautiful vanadium barrels. Today we're going to bring you manganese beryl. What's a manganese beryl? Well, you know it better as red beryl. I'm not leaving you in suspense. This has been our most popular stone. It's been our most asked about. I've been here nearly a decade at this company, and I got to tell you, it wasn't until recently that we even had red beryl, and they were extremely, extremely small. We're bringing you bigger stones. We're bringing you an incredible new collection that even if, yes, you did see the debut that took place a few weeks back, you're going to see new pieces here tonight. They're going to include rings, also pendants, and also earrings for you. So that's really exciting. So they're new. They only come from one source in the world. That's in the Wawa Mountains, which is just fun to say. It's in Utah. So a good old born and raised in the US of A. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. You couldn't see what just happened, but I just got handed a really special museum piece without the museum price tag. So we're going to get you that as well. I was putting some finishing touches on that one. We do have a museum masterpiece. It's actually going to be our second to last. Actually, this might be the penultimate here. We've got our very, very special largest Paraíba here. As far as in a ring, it's about 20 carats and it's going to be affordable. So museum masterpiece, but must go. So all of that happening, plus new, plus great markdowns, plus an incredible first few minutes, which is so affordable, you will not believe it. And also then again, top of the hour, we'll see that museum masterpiece, big Paraíba, very affordable. And it's got other Paraíbas around it. It's actually two different colors of Paraíba all in one ring, and that's incredible. And then we have our red barrels coming up, short presentation, just a handful or so of the rings, and then the pendants and the earrings. And then we've got so much affordable. And actually, what was supposed to be one of our big, I can't call it museum because we've had them before, museum masterpieces are really something you would not find in a retail store or even at a shopping network like ours. This is one markdown on a huge tanzanite. If you're looking for a 15 karat, that's our 15 karat 30. Cushion cut square, brand new markdown today. So I know we are moving some really cool, crucial and key pieces here before the trade show kicks off. Of course, it's happening starting tomorrow in Las Vegas. So it is a really important time. I'll be with you through the weekend. So I know there's been a lot of talk about, well, are you going to leave us for the weekend? You got to be at the show. Well, luckily they give me one extra day. I think they expanded the show through Monday just so I can go for one day. So it's my one day vacation. So I'm going to go have fun in Las Vegas and work at the same time. I don't know, work or play. I'm not sure, but really it's a nice way to combine both. So that's what's happening. So I get a couple days. We're going to shop for museum pieces. We're going to have our last hurrah on the red barrels, and we've got some important new as well. So let's take a look at how we're starting, because this is new too, and really, really special because it's a beautiful stone. And I love this new design. It gives me that tree of life kind of look, very unique, very designer. And of course, that's a stone you're probably only going to find here. So again, welcome in. We got quite a big Thursday night for you. It might feel like Wednesday, but no, this has got what's new, but all the great values. I'll tell you, you stay with me for the next 3 hours. That's all we have. It's just a quick little 3-hour show. So if you stay with me, we got lots and lots for you to enjoy. And trust me, you're going to find something you love. And the prices are incredible. I mean, what can I say? For anybody's going, oh, don't tell me what jewelry. Well, I'm going to, because the values are going to be where you're going, oh, yay, I can get it. So here we are with 113-1322. This is our color change Sphene, of course, one of our favorites. In a phenomenal gemstone. Not only is it bright and dispersive, but it's got some serious color change that goes from green to red. So a fabulous way to get a color changing stone, but also a beautiful bright stone, dispersive. Yes, it is. 96 points on this one with 4 points in diamonds that are that leafy like design right down into your Sphene. And yep, it's going to be a mega, mega value. We got one only. This is not going to last. You know how these go. One of a kinds. I know we're just getting started, but I love to start with something big time so you can really see how we set the tone for the big night ahead. So get yourselves on the phone lines. We're ready to go. It's party time. Who else looks forward to 5 o'clock Pacific time every Wednesday, Thursday, Friday? I know I do. So we are just steps closer to getting you the museum pieces of a lifetime. This one, got to get a look at it on the hand here. It's not too big. It's not one of those pieces that you're waiting for a special occasion to wear it. I advise every day. And with the bright greens, look at that. Makes sense to have that natural leafy motif here. in the design itself. The rounds are exquisite. I can't think of a better cut for this stone than the round. Here it is from a distance away. It's going to be about 5/8 of an inch, is right between 1/2 and 3/4 of an inch. So there it is, and a beautiful look. Boy, that is dazzling, isn't it? From afar, it just keeps on dazzling. It's one of the most specialty pieces we have. It's an incredible stone. It's like a green diamond, but better. It's like a demontoid, but better. It's because I love green diamonds. I love demontoids, no matter where they're from, but they don't change color, right? They don't. They're dispersive and they're lovely and they're rare and they're expensive, but they do not change color. This stone does. So very, very important there. All right, let's go back to our wheel. We'll take another look at it. And oh, by the way, nice size bail. For being a smaller piece, the bail is really the length from where I'm holding it all the way down to where the stone is. So you've got a really nice little bit of room there for your favorite chains, including the diamonds by the yard. And now we get to blow this one out for you. I'm so excited you're with us. Welcome on in. It's no fun to be here without you guys. You guys makes it fun, makes it exciting. Love giving away jewelry, and as long as there's folks out there to take advantage of the giveaways, we're all happy and having a good time. So here we are with our better value. Then how about this? I'm going to do a brand new piece here that's, slated to go out, and I saw some prices today. I'm going, well, this is kind of the way of the world right now. Things are really pricey in gold, and things are really pricey in just about every sense. Everywhere you look, it doesn't matter. I got to tell you, this is where I'm bringing the prices down. This may be a newer piece, as in like brand new right now. I'm not going to leave it at this $26.99 price tag. We're going to take it significantly less and lower for you. Get it on the, really, again, one only, so you got to get on the phone lines ready to go, because these are those wonderful values that really do reward those of you that are with us here early, ready to do some shopping, ready to do a lot of saving. Here it is right now at better than $2,019.99, anything like that. We're going to take it on down. And you've got white gold only, stays in the white gold, but look at the beautiful diamonds dotting along the edges of those leaves into that bright green, and then turns to red, and all the colors never, ever cease to exist. They're always stunning, and yet we're going to make it $999. First caller on that spin. That is a one only there. And then we will, I do have a kunzite pin. I got a lot of pendants today. Pendants in conch pearl, kunzite. What else? We got, a really special tanzanite necklace that's last call in the show today, that's made up and ready to go. And then we've got a lot of crazy good values on rings. So exciting. Now we also have, if you prefer, an Asher cut. Let me just show you what I can do in a slightly larger stone here, and I mean slightly. It's a 1/19, so let me go ahead and show you that, just in case you want a different cut that's still going to deliver the brilliance here. No doubt. There it is. That's giving you the same kind of brilliance right here. I'm going to move this one over just a bit so we can all see this Asher cut, because why not give you a choice of? Otherwise, you're going to see one and then probably go, no, you know what? I think I like the other one better. So just to see them here at the same time, look at that. And that's going to have that one bigger diamond as your bail. So one baguette to go with your Asher cut in the spin, same kind of color changing in material, little slightly different body color as far as the green. I'm talking about still green, but just a different saturation. I'm talking slight more saturation in the Asher, but that's going to be at number 112979H. Just giving you an option here. It is the bigger stone. It is the 119. And then the diamond weight is a 7-point individual stone. So you're actually getting more carat weight, more diamond weight. Of course, the bigger individual stone, tell you what, that's $9.99 as well. So all that larger size and that bigger diamond, and you still get it for $9.99. So whichever way you want to go there, the round or the Asher, you let me know. $9.99 a piece, and both staying in the white gold. So those are our spin pendants of the evening. I know there were a lot of you kind of, going, oh, there was a great one the last couple of days, but it was $4,000 or $5,000. So what do I do? Here's where you go. $9.99, as affordable as they get on those spin pendants. Now, there's also going to be, if you're a pendant lover, we've got moonstone, but I know we're into rings too. And so we're going to get into some rings here, and I've got some of the best values right up front here for all of y'all. So it's really exciting to have you here and ready to go. Let's show you our first, which is Brazilian Paraíba in quartz. So let me know on the two spins, one in the round, one in the Asher. That'll be it. Here is, okay, this is a rarity beyond. It is so beautiful. It's got that real big segment of that Brazilian Paraíba within the quartz. It's 1128213, and that's a 265 pear shape. We're going to creep on back a little bit, give it a little bit of breathing room here. And that's going to have those princess cuts along the sides, all semi-bezel set, meaning they are halfway set with the gold around them. I know that needs some rhodium. I've already made that note here. I couldn't ask our jewelers for one more favor today. I was here early and asking for a lot of favors today. So we're going to have them do that after when they do the sizing for you. And obviously that's going to be something we do for free. Keep that in mind. But here's our 265 in the center stone. Then you also get 37 points among just 8 of them. So they're all really big stones, about 5 points apiece there. And it's one only. Now this one stays in the white. Actually, you don't have to if you want it in yellow gold. We historically have seen these Brazilian Paraíbas in quartz mostly in the white gold. So that's going to be our suggested route there as far as gold combinations are concerned. But let's take a look at it on. It's a nice big stone. And this is really that more organic way to get this original find of course, the world's Paraíba. Very first discovery back in 1989 in the state of Paraíba in Brazil. So it's been adopted as the name for this stone, and throughout the years, even if there's Nigerian and Mozambique material, we call it Paraíba. So paying homage to really that original find and that original discovery, and yet the bright turquoise blue neon greens, they are not lost when they are in their natural form within crystal within the crystal. That means your Brazilian Paraíba right there. There you can see that substantial crystal within the quartz around it. Okay, so that's one only. And it's in a lot of gold with a lot of big diamonds as well. So you're getting a lot to love here in a beautiful ring, statement style. Love the bigger diamonds around it. Guess what we're doing? Some mega values here to get started on a Thursday when we've got a little surprise what's new collection in red beryl, one of the world's rarest. I know it's our most in-demand stone. We can bring it more affordably than anybody in the world. We also have a museum masterpiece, which is going to be my bigger way to go Paraíba, almost 20 carats, and we'll show you that in a short little while. And then we've got amazing one tanzanite today to showcase in a round, one in a cushion cut square. It is quite the show. But if we're going to really show you what values are all about, anybody can bring pretty jewelry. Anybody can bring good jewelry. High-end, specialty. What's tough and challenging, getting the price down. That's what we're doing right now. And come on in. So excited about this one. Let's make it $999. That's it. $999, one only. That's the one you will get. Unless you want to change that gold, it'll still be the stone you'll get, but we move the stone over to the yellow gold or the rose gold, whatever you prefer. But what a mega value there at $999. Gotta love what we're doing here to move some jewelry. It's a big week to do that. It's a huge opportunity, and that is going to be $999. And then I've got tanzanite in my favorite ring. I almost bought this before the show, but you know the rule. I can't bend the rule. I can't do anything about it, but there is my favorite tanzanite ring we've ever had. It's not the $20,000 ones or the $10,000 ones, but it is this gorgeous bypass. This is truly my favorite tanzanite we've ever brought. And I love the emerald cuts, and I love the rounds, and we've got one today even with pink diamonds. But that is the ring I could see myself wearing every day. I bet you could too. That's coming up as well. And as a matter of fact, we even have one of the most beautiful diasporas you ever will see in that round. That's one of my favorite new mountings we've been showing, and again, they're all coming up. So lots of big values. Now, if you'd like the Brazilian Paraíba, let me know. Let's get to that tanzanite. It's a one only. This is going to be one that you'll have to really, truly fight me for. I will buy it at 8 o'clock tonight, given the chance, but don't think that's going to be a strong possibility when this value is coming along, when there's a wider band of a pyramid stud bypass. It's 1130549. It's got the tanzanite trillium, which is 78 points, and then you have the beautiful diamonds opposite that. 3 diamonds set in that trillion pattern. Now, I'm going to need some callers ready to go on the phone lines here. You're leaving good values here, and we know how this goes. Sometimes in the first couple minutes, it takes a minute for everyone to gather and everybody to get ready, and then you see everything fly. This is where you get the first dib opportunity, you get first opportunity, you get the first chance, you get the first right of refusal, essentially. But again, being on the phone lines early is the key. It's really the key. And this is an important value. Now, I would buy it straight from TVON. I make jewelry every day. I'm a wholesaler as well, and I got to tell you, I am really, really proud of these values because you literally cannot come straight here from being downtown all day making jewelry. And I gotta say, it's a weird scenario when you spend your, first few, like 2/3 of the day just making jewelry in the trenches, like working with the casters and the molds and actually setting the stones and all of that. And you realize really quickly what that takes. Obviously, you know what it costs to make. You poured money and money and money into it. And then you come here and look at pieces like this, and you price them for about a third or a quarter of what they should be based on what the labor costs to make them. It really is. It's a treat for all of us. It really is a special moment to spend these hours together and get what you want and get the values that are better than if you made it yourself. You got to take my word for it here. It's what I'm doing all day. And so to come here and spend 3 hours then just giving jewelry away like this, it's really impressive. Nobody can do what we do. And this is us taking our own price tags down even lower, like the 78 pointer that should be $28.99. And now it's not. So this is really, really important. Let me show it on the hand. And this is all pyramid stud detail, about 3/4 of the way around. Sits in an easy way, low profile enough where every day I see it on different fingers of the hand. There's a little bit of an element of stretch or cinch, if you will, because you can actually, do you see how I just made it smaller? Because it wasn't fitting me. So I just cinched it in a little bit, and we're going to still size it for you to whatever you want to start as, but then you've got a little bit of room, a little wiggle room, if you will. You're not going to hurt it. It's not soldered. So it just makes it a little bit more versatile as far as, excuse me, how you wear it. So that's important too. And then look at the finishing. All through the inside, solid finishing. That is something you don't see in a lot of rings of this size and stature. Let's blow it out. Yellow gold only is how it stays, designer piece. One incredible trillion, still giving red flashes, even in the smaller stones. That's pretty rare to see, pretty rare to do. So I think you're gonna like this, and if you still like the top quality, you got it here. It is still our Blue Wing Block D, and we do enjoy that. One of the more affordable sizes, done in a lot of gold, and it's $999 as well. So a big value there. Go ahead and take advantage of that. Special shout out to everyone joining us here, hanging out. Hey, Kathy, I know Kathy's with us. She's in New York. Wonderful. Hello. She's ready to shop. We've got Risa with us as well. I know Risa's in New York too. So New Yorkers in the house. I love it. Thank you guys for being here. And hey, Kirsten, thank you so much. You're very kind. And hi, Tracy's with us too. And Renee's with us as well. So I don't know what you mean by fluted band, Renee. I'm trying to think if I've used that terminology before, but I can check and see if we have anything in the bridge. So Andy, I know Renee's looking for something in tanzanite in the bridge. I can't think of anything offhand that I've seen recently, but that doesn't mean we don't have it. So let me see, Renee. I will let you know shortly if we have anything in a bridge or a fluted band. I'm trying to think, what could that fluted band be? Let's see, if you have a little deeper description or an item number of what that mounting is you have in mind, I'll be happy to work on it for you. All right, let's keep moving. We got a lot to show you, and we got a conch pearl in a beautiful pendant as well. That's exciting. I love this conch pearl. We're going to show you this one in a little bit. You like that? Beautiful, rich pink color. It's a really unique stone there. It's almost looking like it's got a little translucency to it. And then we have a moonstone pendant. It's a big one. Let's show this very quickly. It's 1130-232. Here's the moonstone. Tons of color. Goes with everything. Renee, we might have gotten you. We might be lucky here for you. We'll see if we can bring it out. But 1130-232 is our cushion cut square. It is a 210 on the moonstone. Isn't that a beauty? Look at that. It's so much turquoise too. I'm seeing a lot of Paraíba colors out of that stone, as well as, yeah, see what I mean by it's got a lot of those really turquoisey blue greens, more so than I see in most moonstones, plus the lavenders, purples, pinks, yellows, goldens, oranges. We do have one, Renee, so we'll bring out what we have. It's an azure cut. We'll show it to you shortly, but this one, I love that little crisscross. It looks like a little heart at the top, does it not? A little bit the way the diamonds crisscross and then intersect with the gold, and then you've got that little diamond centered up among it. Just a little nod to a love knot design, a little bit of a heart without being exactly a heart shape. I realize that it's not exact. 25 points in diamonds in the white gold. Well, you know what? Let's keep the trend going. Not that you're into it, but I'm into it because I don't get to do this very often. I sell fine jewelry for a living. So it's one of those things where I'm making jewelry affordable like this as we show you on the hand, because I like to give you the length. It's 1 inch, but love to verify that when it's on the hand. Then we'll show it on here as well. But this is also going to be a new reduction in price, no longer $18.88. I'm going to blow that up for $9.99 as well. It's a giveaway. I know we can't get used to these prices too long. They're only getting higher and higher. So it's really a good time to say, well, if she's discounting, I'll take advantage of it. $9.99 on this one, 1 inch in the length, and look at how it goes with everything. From the most basic neutrals and all the way to all your colors in the world you could ever want, wish or hope for. That's a piece that's going to go with absolutely everything, and a softer way to do rainbows, not necessarily like an amylite or an opal that's going to give you some of those bright primary colors. This is a little different here. So we've got one only, $9.99. Let me know if you'd like that one. Then we're going to show a tanzanite and a bridge, and this is just something that Renee was thinking about. We'll just show it to everybody and give you an idea idea of what we have here in a really good size Asher cut. It's a 351. I'll keep moving. You can call me on anything we've shown you, all of these different pieces. Now, this is one that is really beautiful. Look at that saturation level of that Asher cut set up in a more squared off band. Why? Because that's the way the Asher cut is. A more squared off stone deserves that really nice squared off band, so it's really lovely. It's 113, 1195. This would be our 351, so it's a really good size in this Asher. Plus, it's got the 67 points in the diamonds as well, so that's awfully nice. And then we've got the diamonds that go underneath. That's going to be your beautiful double row there that goes all the way from one side to the other. At some points, it almost looks like 3 rows, but it's just when they're beautifully set together, can't really tell one row from the other. They're just really meant to be this river of diamonds that runs underneath your stone and then gives this captivating brilliance through the stone. If you're looking at the tanzanite right now, you're seeing the diamond brilliance reflecting through it in a really lovely way. We'll do the white gold on this one, and if you would prefer, we can do yellow or rose. So good news there. And great finishing. Here's what it looks like on the hand. It's got that great squared off style, as I mentioned, which just suits it really well. Some of our bridge mountings are a little more rounded or swooping or sweeping. This one's more, again, really fitting the style and the exact edge of the stone there. It's our 351 with 67 points. Let's blow it out. It's a brand new reduction as well, and this wasn't even scheduled for the show, not even planned. Just a great little, hey, you got it, you asked for it, we've got it, we show it to you, we discount it. Everyone's happy that way. And you can see the way it's all solid and finished on the inside there as well. Really a structured under gallery, a great look, a great way to wear a tanzanite and appreciate every bit of your stone, the depth of it, the cutting of it, every which way. We'll take it on down, and we're going to really do something really important here. And hey, Donna, thank you so much, Donna. Donna in Oklahoma is with us as well, and very, very kind. Thank you, Donna. I appreciate that. So here we are with the better value than where it used to be, $49.99. Let's go a lot lower than that. Welcome into Thursday, everybody. Glad you're here. Glad you're with us. Big Thursday night. It's one of my favorites because we do some naughty things on Thursday. If you're not usually here, well, we kind of we get your attention on Thursday nights. We really do. We really do our best here to really just truly decimate pricing. We really do. And with the big JCK show coming up and all the great wholesale pieces, and I know we got a lot of brand new coming in because, you know, after this weekend concludes, you can expect nothing but brand new every single show. It's going to be incredible, but really taking some very, very dramatic moves here on price tags. This is going to be one of them, even though, again, not scheduled for the show. A huge reduction in price. We know you need the value. Nothing better than getting your request and getting a better value. And first caller can get it. Requesters rarely take what they request because obviously the odds of it being exactly what you want are slim to none. So we're trying, but we can give it away to whomever likes it, and we'll blow it out right now for just, you know what, skip even $2,999. That's what I should be doing at a great value. We'll take it even lower than that for you and make it even easier, like $2,499 just to, you know, get things started, get things going. A big Thursday night. We always do some huge blowouts for you. It's going to be no exception here tonight or in the show. I always hesitate when I say tonight. I panic because it's not nighttime yet. So I always think, oh no, it's nighttime. Well, we're kind of caught in the middle here on the West Coast. Still daytime, maybe nighttime where you are. So, but anyway, we're excited you're with us no matter where you are, what you're doing, or what time it is, or if it's dark or light out. I mean, it's kind of nice. So summer's here, so we're really excited to have you with us and shop in the big value. So here we go with the next Diaspora. This one's amazing. This one got a little flash, and I just, when it comes to new mountings, I still get excited that we can still bring new mountings after, you know, 10 years and hundreds of items a day and, you know, all these different shows and the many, many hours we brought you to see something fairly new and to see a new concept that still keeps it, I think, very exciting and classic still. It's just a fun, different way. You typically see one band running through your stone, and that's that. It's just simple and straightforward. This is just by tweaking it a bit so that the stone is centered up in this more wonder ring style. I know we understand this kind of look here because we have for years. This really looks like 2 wonder rings together, but instead of having to have you stack the 2 rings around another, it's all built in this way. It's ready to wear, it's ready to go. It's got big diamonds on either opposite side, which really, I think, just emphasizes this split design and this really cool geometric look. Of course, the round in the middle is dazzling. It's 1129852. That's my Diaspora. It's a round, it's a color changing stone, and in the round, it's got a lot of brilliance, as you see right there. So exquisite example. We're so proud to bring it to you. It's our 1129852, and it's a one only as well. Stays in the yellow gold, so that'll be it. It'll be just a quick one to go, and then It'll be on its way, but this is just a stunning, stunning look. And when you see the way it presents on the hand, even better. 215, 48 points. So still big diamonds. You know, you're not seeing these little tiny accent stones. It's all full cut. This is really exciting, and yet the way it wedges that stone is really lovely. Here's what it looks like on the hand as well. So you've got a good one here, and isn't that pretty? Just we know the Wonder Ring. How many of you own the Wonder Ring? I'm going to pretend I can see y'all raising your hands at home. I know there's pretty much every TVON shopper from way back has got at least one Wonder Ring. And this is really just, again, ready to go, built in. Not that you still couldn't put your Wonder Rings around it. Absolutely. I would even go as far to get wild and crazy and maybe point your Wonder Rings, instead of matching them up along the lines, you could point them in point to point here, kind of put them opposite what you would. And that would be fun too, and create this really dramatic look. I mean, that's the whole idea with the Wonder Rings, is play with them. This is really all built in a really incredible rare stone. And it won't be that $17.99 where it started when it was debuted. It's only been on the year once. So you're still probably, a lot of you, seeing it for the first time here. And we're going to blow it out. It goes a lot lower for you than anything you can imagine. We're going all the way down to $999 on this one as well. So you get that huge value there. If you want our big spin, boy, we got red barrels. I hope everyone's saving up for the red barrels. That might be what's happening. Red barrels are here tonight. They're back for the second time. We're going to bring you an incredible red barrel selection, new pieces. My biggest size is going to be a 92 pointer, which is really the likely, it's more of a museum piece. And we have so many exciting ideas in red barrel, including we'll have 2 different pendants, actually 3 different pendants, 1 pair of earrings for you as well in red barrel, one of the rarest stones on the planet, and it comes from the U.S. as far as the only gem quality material from one mine in Utah. You know it. It's the fun one to say. It's called the Wawa Mine. So we're going to talk about that, and we're going to have a great time with some big giveaways on some red barrel. All right, we also have museum, not just museum masterpieces like coming up in 34 minutes, but I also have this. If I told you it was a purple diamond, I think everybody would probably agree. Oh, wow, it's a purple diamond. But are we really going to have a 3-carat 66 purple diamond, or could it actually be something even more rare and unique? That is a lavender Paraíba. It is an actual Cuprian alba tourmaline that when it's purple, it can still be called Paraíba, so we're very excited about that. But unlike the more typical purple material we have that has an element of pink to it, a little neon element of almost fuchsia when the purple and the pink come together. This is a little different in the sense that it's got a true lilac lavender, but very bright. Still the elements we love of Paraíba, which are what? Neon, that ability to glow under low light. So obviously it's working to get some really, really hot light here, but under lower light still glows even a little bit more than what you're used to seeing in a regular light environment. So really special stone here. This one's epic. It's a 3-carat 66. It's one of our bigger Paraíbas here. Now tonight I'm going to show you a 19-carat. That's going to be our museum masterpiece in a few minutes, about 32 minutes from now. We're going to show you our museum masterpiece must go, and let me tell you, it's a will go. That's what I'm actually calling it. Now, Tony, no need to change that beautiful graphic you made, but museum masterpiece will go is what tonight is all about, because when you have a 20-carat Paraíba discounted the way I'm discounting it, it's not going to stay. So that's one little just heads up. Make sure you're with us to see this museum masterpiece, because I know I'm getting all those emails lately about, oh my gosh, I can't believe I missed it. I stepped away for a second and I missed something amazing. Don't step away. I mean, it's really important to see these ideas. Now this one, going to be a new markdown as well. It's 1130877. This is the only color I have like it. I don't even have a 20-pointer or a 30-pointer. This color. This is it. So it just so happens it's that really big size as well. And it's going to be our 18-karat gold mounting. It's got a 3-carat 66 size. It's an oval, and then it's set in this beautiful mounting, which is also a carat 24. Both baguettes and rounds. This go around as well, so we love that. Just mix it up. You know, we didn't see baguettes as accents in rings until more recently. We went a good 9 years without really seeing any baguettes. No tapered baguettes, no regular baguettes. It was just all rounds. Every ring was accented in rounds. Gorgeous rounds, but rounds. And now I love that we're upgrading these mountings in this way, because yes, baguettes are more valuable and they gotta be more clean, and they're a little bit even usually better quality grading than even VS. So that's how they show up. And look at how big they are here around the sides, especially around this east and west sides. You see those big taper rings there. Look at that. It's really a trio at the north, east, south, and west. So really beautiful, bigger tapered baguettes here that are lovely. One only, new markdown. If we love the museum, it's not just limited to one item. This is just as museum as a lot lot of pieces that we've been seeing throughout this presentation. Let's take a look at it on the hand. Here it is, 124 in diamond weight, white gold only. Gotta go, it will. This is that beautiful bright, and how clean. Isn't tourmaline supposed to have inclusions, or am I thinking of something else? No, it's tourmaline, you're right. It's a type 3 stone, like emeralds. Let me tell you, do you ever see a 3 carat 66 emerald that has that kind of clarity? They're on the same plane of that type 3. They're supposed to have all kinds of visible inclusions. That's just not the case here. It's just not what's happening here. It is exquisite material, and we're going to blow it out for better than even that $99.99 it used to be, going significantly less. Come on in. There's nothing to be shy about today. We are giving away jewelry, as I like to do. Thursday nights are really one of the most epic giveaways ever. Tell a friend, or don't. But, you know, if there's a lot of people that say, oh, no, I would never tell anyone my jewelry shopping secret, I'm going to keep that to myself, whatever you want to do. But I will tell you right now, what a day to be with us, 2.5 hours to go. And our last couple of days here with museum masterpieces, and this is really that runner-up piece. This is just as museum as the 20-carat Paraíba, because Paraíbas are nowhere else. What defines a museum piece? It's something you can't find in retail. Something that is so special, it gets to go on display. It's not for sale. It gets to go on display and be lauded as one of the world's best and one of the world's rarest. That's why it's on display in a museum. And so to see pieces like this that are here, and they are not only for sale, but on sale, it gets even better. And we're gonna blow it out right now, $3,999. First caller on the lavender Paraíba. And then reminder, we have that gorgeous diaspora. We had a couple of pieces. Actually, most of the show has been $9.99 so far. Not this purple Paraíba, but everything else I've had has been that incredible price. Isn't that true? Am I saying things that aren't true? Because besides the request, everything else I've had has been $9.99. We had 2 pendants and skeins. We've had a lot of rings. We had a moonstone pendant. A lot of under $1,000 pieces that are still hanging out. So that just means we don't have everybody here yet. Aw, boo-hoo. But we're glad you're here. So that's all that matters. You're here. Let those other people do whatever they do on Thursdays, and you know what? They miss out on the deals. And here we are with our $39.99. I also have a purple diamond so that we can show you. There's a purple diamond. So how unusual, and probably that's, I would imagine, the first time I've ever had a true lilac Paraíba and a purple diamond in the same show. So that's pretty exciting stuff. Now, let me show you our fire opal. That has been the #1 request of late, I think because it's summertime. And summertime, I used to think about, there always were like a lot of coral requests. And now it's all about the fire opal, which gives you a coral color. A lot of goldens, but as an undertone. It's really less yellow and more red. It's more red-orange, cherry red, dynamic. It looks alive with color. It's so bright and vibrant. And it's 112-8868. This is also in platinum. It's an 82-point fire opal. There is only one. It is a really triple-ribbed band that has this slight curve. Reminds me a little bit of Wonder Woman. It's feeling a little bit, yeah, very strong, very powerful, very confident. 27 points in diamonds right along the sides, just nestling up to that pear shape, and one only here. And let's try it again, $999 on the beautiful fire opal, which is the best out there. That color is very beyond what you would see in most fire opals that are dinge yellow. You know that dinge yellow? Yeah, it would be very, very difficult to come up here and get excited about dinge yellow. But I can get behind the bright, bright, bright cherry reds that you see here. That's what makes it so important, so exciting, yet you still see a little bit of a bright yellow glow that comes on through. Now, I can tell this one looks a little bit smaller in size, so let me just pop it on my pinky here. Although you could wear it that way. We're going to size it for you. We accommodate you on sizing. So that's not a concern you have. It's not a worry you have. It's not an extra expense you have going out to a store after you're excited to receive your ring, and then you're trudging to a store, and then, oh, you get there and oops, it's not there anymore because they went out years ago and you just didn't know. And then you would, let's say you find a store, okay, they're open, okay, let's go see what they got, and then it's $800 for sizing. No, forget about all that. Let's just take care of you. Let's do it. Let's put it as part of the freebies you get. Every time you make a purchase, there's a lot of free elements that are coming along with it, and sizing, one of them. All right, so $9.99. Then we do have that purple diamond. If you'd like to get a little jump start, you'd like to see that, let me know. And then for those of you wanting a big tanzanite, we've got the 10 carat I mentioned. We have a 15 carat actually, and then we also have this round. And this round is exclusive because we have done a custom-made mounting around it, and that's going to be about an 8.5 carat, which is really similar to what I showed you last night in a pair, but we're going to have the round here instead, so it makes it a little bit easier to wear. And you've got, what are those, pink diamonds, extra fancy special pink diamonds on the sides. Loving that. All right, and then we even have a new diamond band for you, and a blue star sapphire, and a Well, guys, this was something I'm not supposed to show, not at least today. But I'm going to show it to you just in case anybody wants it, because I'm trying to fit in a couple museum masterpieces before the show starts. The Vegas show starts tomorrow, and everyone's leaving. So I kind of got tonight to show you anything and everything before they go out to the wholesale trade show. So what I'm thinking is I kind of absconded with a couple of extras, and I'm going to show you a couple of museum pieces beyond just the one that's coming up at the top of the hour. This is one of them. We're just going to slip it on in here in the first half hour. This is 112-0852. It is just as museum as everything else we've been showing. It's a tourmaline that is over 16 carats in size. It is the emerald cut, and rightfully so, because obviously some great lapidary recognize that this is a very large piece of rough and there's a great clarity, and so they made sure to emphasize that with the emerald cutting. And a beauty it is. Bright as bright can be greens. Amazing color. It's a true teal. We saw one just the other day that was lovely, but it was on the smaller side. It was about a 1 carat. This is 1638. Plus you get the exquisite diamonds, pear shapes and rounds. Take a look. Museum masterpiece. Just got to slip it in here. So before we really, again, get everybody arriving, this is what I wanted to show you guys, because I'm trying to put in a couple, and they said, maybe just do one. And I said, can we just, it's the last day. Can I just have an extra, you know, maybe a couple that I'll fit in. I'll just, you know, really just get them in here so we can give you the chance before they head out to be sold at the wholesale trade, and to designers who are just going to literally turn around and sell them for more. So, you know, it just give you the best value possible. That's really what we're doing. It flashes between indica lights and greens, but it really is that true teal color. It's just enormous. And look at that, just the clarity, opulence, beauty. Love the way it's set. Really shows off. Adds a little curve to the corners, but shows off that step faceting. It is stunning. And it's also 50 points in pear, 52 points in round, so a total of a carat or two in diamonds. Let me try it on. If you are interested, here's what I'm going to do. Just because I want to make sure our phones are working, we're broadcasting, let's make sure. Today, and if you've ever seen this before, it looks like it's been presented twice, and it was years ago by yours truly, and it was $32,699. That was years ago. Let me just show you something here while we have your attention. Let's look at it on the hand so you can start to see the size, because it's very large. And then we're going to realize that this museum must-go price tag, which is down to just $16,999 today, which is right at half, pretty much. What I'm going to do is take it even lower. I'm dedicated to getting it. Remember, we've got to get the museum masterpieces out the door here by 8 o'clock tonight, because the show starts tomorrow. So that means that we have got tonight, 2 hours, 20 minutes, get them out of here. This is your first look at it, and I'm going to take an offer on it. You heard me right. That's not authorized. It's not supposed to happen. I'm going to take an offer on it. Whatever, yeah, that's what we're going to do. We're looking at $16,999. I'm going to give you 30 seconds to look at it here. And then if you would like to have it, I know $16,999 is an incredible price tag. That's about as affordable as any museum masterpiece has been in our must-go assortment. But hear me out. I am that dedicated to getting it a home to one of you, our collectors, our TVON jewelry lovers, our true, you guys know museum, and we all know. We've got probably, if you've been shopping with us a while, you probably have the makings of a museum in your very own home. We understand that. We know that. But worth adding another one when the opportunity arises, and it's right here, right now, if you'd like to make me an offer. Obviously, it's not going to be a $2,000 or $3,000 piece. It's just not. I can't take that. I can't accept that. There's going to be more than that in just the gold and the diamonds alone, because those are really important status pairs. And then, of course, this almost 17 karat museum masterpiece. But if you have an offer, I would love to hear it. And don't be shy about it. I'm going to tell you right now, it's a little different than what we normally bring. And I bring you pieces at $2,000 and $3,000 by the hundreds a day. So it's not going to, that's not going to cover the gold and the diamonds. However, we're willing to give a major, major swan song to this one, and willing to give it away. Just need to know who's out there. So keep that in mind, and if you'd like to go ahead and make that offer, please do. It's a very important one of a kind, and we'll keep you updated as to if we get any offers and where they're at, and if you give us a good one, I'll just take it. It doesn't have to be at cost, it just needs to be fair. It needs to be reasonable. I'm really dedicated to moving these ideas. I know it's not every day I get to show these. It's only been here, we've done this segment, one piece a day for a week or two, and that's it. And so I'm really excited. And again, we have another one coming up that, just for the record, I'm going to give you that hint so you know they're very different. This is the museum masterpiece that's coming up at the top of the hour in 20 minutes. This is just my extra additional, let's get it in before we leave for Vegas thing. And here's the purple Paraíba that has the blue-green Paraíbas on the sides. That's also going to be mighty, mighty, mighty affordable. Yes. Which one? We had two. We had a round and an Asher. Round, okay. Round Speen's gone from earlier. Thank you. And the new offers. So that's okay too. I know we're not an offer type place, but it's just my way of saying, hey, I'm going to move jewelry no matter what. So, you know, forgive me for doing something a little different, you know. But if there are no offers, there are no offers. So give us a call, think about it. But, you know, just want to give you an opportunity. If you can get us close to 10, I'll give you that hint. If you can get me close to 10,000, we're going to listen to it. We're going to really, I know that's, we can't be talking about this really beyond just the next few minutes. But once the top of the hour hits and we have our audience join us and all that, then we're going to be going into that 19 karat Paraíba, the purple variety, with the blue greens on the side, which is 19 carats, so even larger. And it's a Roval and it's got those Paraíbas on the side. But if you'd like this one, and this is a tourmaline that you're very into, and those greens, they're not just the basic greens. The teal element is what makes it so unique. If you can get us somewhere in the neighborhood here of something reasonable, I don't need cost, but we need something close to it, that's going to be where we're at. So just a really nice opportunity, I think. So anyway, that one should be gone any moment now. And then just as a little reminder, we do have our other Paraíba. This one's tourmaline, but the Paraíba purple one's coming up. And then what we'll do is bring out a tanzanite necklace shortly. We've got a new design in a diamond ring. Isn't this pretty? I love the way we did these yellow diamonds. And then this really puffed heart-shaped design mixing. It's like doing a 2, 4, 6, 7 stone ring, but we've done that. So we wanted to do something a little different and make the diamonds bigger and then add that gold in between. So it's really fabulous. And then our big tanzanite. If you like this big tanzanite, we can do something incredible on this one too. That's our 15 karat. So if you want the big tanzanite, cushion cut square, one of our last of that size, that's going to be a good one for you. And then we have a beautiful kunzite. And anything else you'd like to see, make requests. I don't know what Renee thought of our bridge and our tanzanite, but that's still available. It's our one and only request so far. Look at that. Well, let's get fancy here. Let's get real fancy. Now, you don't mind, I'm going to come in closer because not everything I'm going to have is 16 carats, right? We're going to come in closer to this other large ring. It's just not going to be 16 carats big. It's plenty large, though, and this is a square radiant, not a princess. Princess would have a right-angled corner, so it's another modified, fancier cut here. 113-1307. We saw earrings. Was that last night? I feel like that was last night. We saw earrings that looked a lot like this. They were also that modified radiant. Got a lot of prismatic color to it. We're seeing that here in a square, and 668 is the size, but really balanced. Again, if you shy away typically from larger stones, please don't on something like this. This really distributes that carat weight nicely, so it makes it really easy to wear. It's a 668. It's got two very important diamonds. Those are fancy cuts. Did anyone notice those yet? Those really cool modified. It's like a half moon, but it's a little more angled than that. So really specific, unique diamonds here as well, right there beside it. Love the way this looks. And maybe it's just me. It might be. I like the weird stuff, meaning like different, cool, unusual, unique, what everyone else isn't going to have. That's like one of my criteria for jewelry is I don't want what everybody has. And this cut immediately takes you there. Now it's 35 points in diamonds as well. They're the fancy cuts, one on each side. And you see that? It's like a trillion, but it's not. Think like a little bit of a trillion meets a half moon. It's got a little more angle to it on the very out points there, pointing east and west, and those really cool modern. Love the little striped type of prongs there, so really protective of your corners, which is crucial. And we're going to take it very affordable here. It is white gold, yellow gold, rose gold, a lovely look. I just think that's one of those dynamos where special cutting, beautiful rich saturation. You're seeing, what do we always say? Look for the orchids, but beyond that, you know it's really, really good if you see some ultraviolet blues. I don't know what you're seeing at home, but I'm looking at it right here in person, and it is giving all those beautiful ultraviolet blues we love. There's more purple than there is pink. Those are all just the hallmarks of really rare, best quality kunzite. There, look at that. The sparkle does not stop. Anybody else obsessed with sparkle? This is the stone. The cutting is everything here. So rare, so unique. Let's blow it out. As matter of fact, brand new, as usual, we're bringing a lot of brand new here. and yet this one's going to be $92.99, should be. Let's take that a lot lower here, see who's out there. Welcome into Thursday. A little bit of time left before our other museum masterpiece comes out to play, and red barrels are here tonight. Surprise, we've got red barrels. Yes, red barrels that you don't need to sell the house to buy, because most red barrels out there you do. You'd have to have at least a $500,000 house to sell, to buy a red barrel, typically. We're going to make them very affordable, so get ready. It's going to be a lot of fun. I know they sold out the last time I had them, so we're very excited to have a little new batch, just like we did with our vanadium barrels last night, which you loved, but we're going to bring you the red barrels, even more rare tonight. And then here we are with this fabulous, fabulous cut. Let's auction it off. I know, probably not the wisest course of action, but more meaningful to you as far as discount and value is concerned, because you're not going to have much competition, if any at all. So we're going to start low so we can make this really, really exciting for everybody who wants a lot of savings. And I know $4,999 would be absolutely stunning, but I'm going auction, so we're going to take it lower than $5,000, lower than $4,000. I basically need one thing. I need calls. I need to feel like I'm not alone, okay? I need to hear the phone ring. We need to get these phone lines rocking. So we're going to go less than $4,000. This is just, I'm at the mercy of your phone calls. I want to hear the phones ring. We're going to kick off at what's going to be an amazing, amazing evening of a lot of unexpecteds, a lot of unusual favorites, a lot of surprises tonight. And you never know. Maybe I've told you about everything. Maybe I haven't. Okay? So keep that in mind. You never know what you're going to see. You got to be here live to witness everything we bring. Let's take a look at this. It's not going to be $4,000 to start or $3,000 to start. How about $2,500? Let's go lower. I don't even have an offer on the big tourmaline. So go figure, not even a silly one. So let's do something crazy on the coon side. Go $2,000. $2,000 to start. We'll go in $10 increments and we'll make your day with the very, very best variety, the rarest of colors, a different cut from even what we normally see here on the show. So there's our big, oh, well, $2,000, and what a big moment to get you in on a huge value. And then I'm going to show you something. Remember that I was handed something when I was talking to you in the intro? We've got that coming up as well. Something brand new and very, very exciting. Something you probably have never seen before. So we will get a look at that coming up, and then anything else you want to pick up or see, or maybe you got a request for tonight, love to hear from you. Pick up that phone and dial in, and we'll be here to help, okay? And then we've got some red barrels coming up in a little bit. So tell any of your collector friends, tell anybody you know who's always looked for red barrel, or maybe thought the only way was to just see one in a museum. We've got them for you tonight. And then don't forget to make an offer on that gorgeous teal tourmaline if you love it. All right, no open on that. Let's keep moving. So let me just do show and tell time. Since we're just showing jewelry, let me show you something I had not seen before. And I was really excited about, and I'm really thrilled it's here, and I'm really excited because this is one of those that also, again, could qualify as a museum piece, but instead we're just going to sell it. And I asked for it to be straightened out. It didn't quite look like it made it, because this stone, I know they were rushing to put that one in, and ooh, it didn't make it. So it's still got to be a little bit straighter, but that's not the stone problem, it's just the sitting. So it's that, meaning not the setting of the stone. So it's just a little bit crooked, and that's remedied. I could probably do it myself if you wanted me to, but I'm on the air, so I'm not going to fully concentrate. So let me just let you know, this is going to be set a little more straight up and down, but it's 1130891, and it's 18 karat gold. And what is it? Let me know. What do you think it is? It's something we've seen before. I can't say it's brand new. Can't say I've never shown it to you. I've shown you just about everything. But this is very special. I'll give you some hints. It's unheated. Comes from a very gem-rich source. It is very, very unique. It is completely natural. Love that about it. And it also is in a beautiful setting here. We've dressed it up a bit with 18 karat gold for you and given you a really special way to showcase this emerald cut stone. But there's a couple of things happening that actually technically does make it something I've not had before. Because although this stone, when I primarily show it to you, in its unheated variety, can have more than one color. Rarely are those colors more sectioned with a very distinct line of demarcation, which just simply means there's a direct divide between the colors. That's more unusual. So as we look at it here, let me pop it up to your eye level here and show you what I'm talking about with the very distinct colors you have here of pink and mauve tones at the top and the bottom, and then there's really more golden yellows through the middle of the stone. This is, nobody's guessing, so that's okay. I'll just tell you, it's unheated tanzanite or unheated zoisite. So it comes from that same well-known mine in Tanzania, but on occasion, you know, we'll see some stones that give us unique colors or colorways or blends of color that are just by virtue of an anomaly of Mother Nature. Something unique happened. It's 18 karat yellow gold. This is a 222 gemstone at the center. Emerald cutting, which is showing that off a bit. And it also has an element of bicolor to it. So really stunning. Also diamond weight is 53 points there. We kept it pretty simple, but you see there are baguettes and rounds together around the halo, and then the rounds are down the sides in that split style design, and more than halfway down the sides they go. So just want to show it to you. It's something a little unique, and it's really orangey and pinky, but also golden. More yellow and green through the middle, and more of this mauve, peachy, pink, purple on the outsides of the stone. So it reminds me a little bit, if you've ever seen a Windsor sapphire. It's giving a little bit of a Windsor vibe, but I've never had 2 karat 22 really Windsors that have this divide. It's a totally different stone. Zoisite is not sapphire, sapphire is not zoisite, but like your tanzanites, you can wear it every day. It's very, very unique. And thank you, Brenda. I'm so glad you love your 4-stone 2 karat band. I'm excited to hear that. That's wonderful. Thank you. Is that, yeah, that is. She said, it's really hard to decide every day what rings to wear. That's a good problem to have. That is what you call a TVON problem right there. I got too many rings to wear. What should I wear today? And you sit there going, oh, no, I'm 10 minutes late for my appointment because I couldn't decide what, yeah, not traffic. I just couldn't decide what rings to wear today. That's a really good problem. I love having that problem in the morning. All right, so here we are, 222.53. If anybody would like this one, we'll make it affordable. We might as well. Emerald cut stone, really, really rare cutting. Look at that on the hand. That's a pretty one. And you really see the golden tones through the middle from this angle. Interesting how we went further away and are seeing even more of that color through the middle. And then I do want to show you the inside, because it's got a full, basically an inside band that's a complete ring on its own before the ring sets up higher to set your center stone. So really beautiful in every respect. And again, forgive me that it's crooked. I tried my best. I sent it back. I said, please straighten that out a little bit. It didn't happen. But anyway, we know it will be. So again, that's not the stone. The stone is cut perfectly. It's just, again, how you set it. So you ever do that, or you have the perfect what have you? Like, what would we relate it to? If you had like a brick you were laying and you just put it crooked, it'd be, the brick might be perfectly rectangular, and then you're just, you know, laying it crooked. So same thing here. It's just a really important, easy switch that we can, you know, take care of for you, and we will. But it's our 222 unheated. These are really, really rare, obviously. Don't see a lot of unheated zoisites, and when you heat them up, we know them as tanzanites. Every tanzanite you've ever seen, for the most part, in those deeper blue purples are heated stones. That's what helps contribute to their color, to their neons. This one, natural. So for my gem purists out there, it's a really fun one to get a hold of. And we're going to do it for $2,499. Something new and exciting. So let's take a look at a little recap of what we've had tonight, because we've had just a couple minutes left and we've got a lot of great pieces to share with you. So we're going to show them again here and get you a little caught up here with what you may have missed from the show. And don't worry, I'll zoom back just as soon as I get a few pieces set up for you to look at. Some interesting pieces here, like there's your traditional tanzanite, but in a trillion, in a unique designer mounting. We'll show you, and of course, there's a lot of what's up here that's going to be under $1,000 when all is said and done, when we start putting them together. So you'll have a lot of great options here. There's also a moonstone pendant that is, it was here a little earlier, and it looks like that. That's a $9.99 piece as well, and that one's probably going to sit at a bit of an angle, but hopefully you can make that out and see what that's all about. Also in the under $1,000, it's going to be that Brazilian Paraíba quartz and a fabulous fire opal, which we just showed you a few seconds ago, and then we do have this really important purple Paraíba and a diaspora. So a lot of great pieces still to shop from today in our first few minutes here, so you can see all the fabulous pieces. There's the diaspora that was also under $1,000. I'm going to add the purple Paraíba. Really, this one needs to go front and center there. There's that fire opal. Here comes the purple Paraíba that was really truly lilac color, but looking like a purple diamond, which I also do have tonight. So it's truly a little bit of everything in this show. But this is a bit of what's remaining from the first hour. And then we've got a gorgeous pendant here. It's a speen that's actually our Asher. So a really good Asher cut speen is here too. So if you want that one with that big diamond as its bail, you've got that one as well. Taking offers on the green tourmaline. Here's our unheated zoisite. That's going to be $24.99. And then here's what's $9.99. It's the pendant the two pendants actually, Moonstone or Sphene. The $9.99 rings would consist of the diaspora in the round, the tanzanite, the fire opal behind it, and this Brazilian Paraíba in quartz. So a lot of options here are under $1,000. So keep that in mind, and then there's your closer look there. So that's it. Final 60 seconds takes near the top of the hour, which we'll get ready for our museum masterpiece, as if we haven't shown you a few already. And if you like bigger moonstone rings, we've also got a trio of moonstones to blow out tonight. They're going to be fabulous. And then we'll show you some red barrels, which I don't know. I know that it's very challenging to show you things that weren't promoted. But again, we've got a little surprise for you tonight, as we always like to do, because sometimes you have to tune in to find out what we're doing. We don't always get the chance to tell you about everything in advance. So we're just making sure that these live shows are really incredible, jam-packed to the gills, really start to finish. So we do have a little special presentation of some red barrels here tonight, which is really one of the rare stones in the world, but still of the type you can wear, because I think a lot of us are kind of over the rarity you can't wear. You need to be able to wear your jewelry. It'd be one thing if I was selling loose gems or loose specimens that you just put on a shelf and collected or saved in a safety deposit box, but I sell jewelry. So it means you need to have a stone that's durable enough, hefty enough. Remember, we saw that term toughness. We talk about stones a lot, and we really generally bring you stones that are most all going to be jewelry wearable, but these red barrels, extremely durable, so you can wear them every day. It's really prized as one of the rare stones on the planet. So I'll tell you all about it. It's otherwise known as Bixbite. So sometimes you've heard it referred to as Bixbite, but we'll have those today, okay? The little surprise on the red barrels. And if anything up there on that wheel is appealing, do let me know. And then we can keep on showing you some really fabulous brand new that we have. And there is a very large emerald today. But again, I've shown you most of the show so far. So it's really important. Pick up those pieces. We move quickly and love to help you out with. Maybe it's a big emerald. This looks like a larger version of what I had last night that sold, but it is larger. It's a 2 carat 43, so it's double the size of what we had last night, and we'll show you that. I have a new imperial, so for my imperial topaz collectors, here's the imperial topaz that you would never think is imperial because it looks like the best Padparasha, and it's only more rare. So we'll see that. A kunzite pendant. Maybe you want a pendant instead of the ring. Or maybe you want the pendant to go with the ring. Well, the ring's already up there in that fancy cut. Here's our gorgeous emerald cut in that pendant. So a lot of beautiful ideas. And again, anything you'd like from that wheel, give us a call if you missed that presentation. We'll tell you all about it. They've all been presented in full. They're just still hanging out. And look at this. Have you ever seen anything like this? I had not. It's so unique, and it's a designer piece, and it's got this great satin finishing, almost like a cylinder. It's a cylinder of gold, and then it's actually done in 18 karat gold, and that's a heart shape of pave diamonds in the middle that has that chain all attached to it. So a really pretty designer piece there that we've never had the likes of before. We also have a really good star sapphire. It's a blue, so the rarest of the colors of the star. Oh my goodness, it's a purple blue. Look at that. Round, defined. You tell me what you like. Is it the purple star? Is it the big emerald? We can show you the whole show up here and just let them spin. Maybe we do that. Just let them spin all night until we find somebody who says, I like that. What can you do to make it affordable for me? Well, that's what I live to do. That's what I'm here for. There's our purple diamond. Here's our imperial topaz. We'll just keep on stacking up the gorgeous jewelry. You decide what you like. Maybe it's that imperial that looks like Padparasha. Maybe you want a big round tanzanite. We got that one coming up. Oh, that one is so good. Red barrels are here. We're going to take a moment and talk about our museum masterpiece must go. It's the Paraíba. So we'll talk about that as well as we get into our top of the hour here in just 2 minutes. So last call on anything on that wheel, that's pretty much the show right there. So they all got to go, and we've gotten really excited about showing them to you early. So there they are, your first heads up, and really we got to move everything on that wheel before the show is over. So that's the plan. And then let me know if you like that designer pendant. It's not inexpensive, but it's also really, really rare and unique. And then there's actually a bit of a double-sided nature to it. So if you're ready, there's that heart-shaped design, or there's this. Same necklace, 2 sides, 2 ways to wear it. That's a zigzag of diamonds that goes through the back, or is it the front? That's the back, that's the front. with the heart shape, or you can wear it however you like. So that's a really cool designer style. Love the way you can play with it and get 2 looks in one, and yet you can still take off the chain and wear it with anything else you want. So kind of cool. Different styles here today, and we love that. And then we got our top of the hour, our museum masterpiece. So I'll remove everything from that wheel, and you let me know if there's anything you like or I can help you with. Fire opal tanzanite, and of course there's our natural unheated. This is our Asher cut. There's our beautiful moonstone. Those were each $9.99 for your pendants. This emerald we haven't talked about in full yet. That's a $243 coming your way. Star purple, my goodness, let's just zoom in on that thing. That's amazing. Here's our diaspora for $9.99. Purple diamond, imperial topaz, the fabulous Brazilian, and then there's our, that is what we're waiting on an offer. You knew there was an issue when we had no offer on that. So you never know what I'll take. Let me know on this one, that beautiful, nearly 17 karat tourmaline, teal tourmaline, taken offers, haven't received one yet. Haven't been able to accept an offer at all. So that's kind of, you got to give me something here. Give me something. Let's talk about it. We're moving jewelry. The show starts tomorrow. We're obviously, everyone else got to fly across the country. We are right here. It's the one time of the year that it's a benefit to be on the West Coast, where you guys are probably not, but we're excited to have the proximity where we can leave tomorrow and get there for the show. So again, very last call on museum masterpieces, which is what I'm about to show you. We just had a little 2-parter here. So part 1 you've seen now in the 17 karat tourmaline, and now we're going to show you the even bigger Paraíba, which is this one here. And you don't probably need to get all that close. Just rest assured, we still will. Welcome in. This is that really important, the museum masterpiece for our finale, because obviously with the show starting tomorrow, the idea of bringing these out for the last few shows that I've had with you is giving you a chance to not only look at them and admire them from afar, but to actually own museum masterpieces, pieces that are far and away above what we even normally bring on this show. So welcome in, everybody. Happy Thursday to you. My name is Lauren Blair. I'm the host of this show. This is TVON, and we are the home for value. So if you love great fine jewelry, but you're not going to spend $100,000 on everything you shop for, we are the place to be. And even a piece like this, which is museum level, literally museum. There's not a price tag on a 20 karat Paraíba out there. There's not a design house. You could be walking Rodeo Drive or Fifth Avenue, wherever you shop, wherever that has beautiful jewelry. Certainly there's corners of this country that have beautiful jewelry. You don't need to be in New York or Los Angeles. You can find great jewelry. However, something like this is really, truly for the museums. We're bringing it out tonight, and of course the JCK show starts in a few hours. So we have our last call here, which is why I snuck in that 17 karat tourmaline. Now this is the main event of the museum masterpieces, and it's not a must go, it's a will go, because it's simply the best value I've had in any museum masterpiece thus far after weeks of bringing them to you. So here's 112, 6536. It's nearly 20 carats in a purple Paraíba in the center, which we see all the time, but they're usually 2 or 3 carats max. This is, museum masterpiece will go. That's all I can say. 112, 6536. Not only does it have a purple Paraíba in the middle, those are blue-green Paraíbas on the sides. It is all Paraíba, totaling over 20 carats worth of Paraíba, the purple roval in the middle, the blue-green pear shapes on the sides, and we have one in the world, and it's all 18 karat gold two-tone. Stays as is, yellow gold for the setting of the center stone, Paraíba set in white gold, and then we're gonna stay in the museum for a few minutes tonight, because if you haven't heard, if you just tuned in, we have red barrels tonight. A surprise presentation on red beryls, considered one of the rarest stones in the world, second to that of really red diamonds. And we are going to have that coming up in a new little batch, an encore of red beryls. I brought them 2 weeks ago. They sold out. We have a few more that we've acquired. That's coming up. But right now, this is going to get its home. Who out there tonight wants to have, look at this, the structure, the way it's built, the reds coming through. It's a purple, but there's still an element of clarity, so that it's so large and gleaming and glowing. And yes, look at the matching on these side stones. A lot of people would look at that and go, who cares? Side stones, what difference does it make? It's not a 20 karat, what's that? Do you realize, and I know there's a lot of people that are probably saying there's no diamonds in the piece, not a one. And I couldn't be happier about that, because what we've added to the sides, what's around the center, is more valuable than any diamond I can ever bring. In a moment, I'm going to show you stones that are the equivalent of having a 40 karat diamond. That's the equivalent of rarity of red beryls that I'm going to show you. True story. We're going to talk about that in just a moment. But for now, It's about this one only. And when I tell you it's going to be affordable, and I'm only more motivated as the last 63 minutes have gone on, I'm only more motivated to give you a better value because I have one job today, and it is to move jewelry. Everything that we put up on the air has to go by 8 p.m. tonight. That is 8 p.m. Pacific time. That's in less than 2 hours, and the JCK show starts in a few hours. And these pieces, if anything's left, and if there is, I should point out, if there's anything from the Museum Masterpiece Collection that is still here that you're thinking about, I can bring it out for you. But you would have until the end of the show when we go off the air tonight to have it brought out. So that really is, it's your last call because they are going out to the wholesale world. That's not a question of maybe they'll sell, if they'll sell. There are literally wholesalers that want nothing more than to see what we bring out as the best of the best. Listen, it's a great gathering of jewelry wholesalers from around the world. Make no mistake, nobody has better jewelry than we do. You can be, and you know, I've heard that from so many people. They're either connected to the business in some way. They'll get to these shows, whether it's Tucson or Vegas or maybe the Hong Kong show, and they'll go there and they'll say, I was underwhelmed. It's true. They'll say, I was so underwhelmed. I sit at home and watch you every single night of my life, and I see better jewelry on TV with you than I do at the shows. It's true. Don't feel like a lot of FOMO if you're missing out on these shows, because you really, quite frankly, now they're all lab grown anyway. So that's the one thing. Like some 78% of the show now is lab grown. It's a true story. So they already know, everyone's registered, and we know what they're bringing. So it's mostly lab grown. So basically people go, you know, to look for lab grown or to go have fun and go see friends in the business. That's what the shows serve their purpose at this point. There's very little natural stones anymore at any of these shows, but truly that's what's so interesting. If you think you're going to see something more exotic, even at the biggest wholesale trade show in the world, you're really not. It doesn't get any more exotic than what we bring you, and certainly right now, a prime example. So now I just need to give it a price tag that's going to give it away, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. So nobody's on the lines. Come on in, because you'd be surprised. I think there's going to be a lot of surprise here on what we're doing to make this happen for you. And then here's what it looks like on the hand. It's a collector's piece, but it's still one you can wear in the two-tone gold. Of course, all that 18 karat. Here it is where you see set side to side. I mean, look at that. It's not even going knuckle to knuckle on me. It's plenty wearable still. It really is. Don't just take it for the size and think I'm never going to wear it. You can wear it. It goes completely side to side, really anchors that three-stone style just where it sits beautifully on the hand. The purple colors, well, they're all neon. The blue, greens, the purples, and what a combo. Bringing those colors together like this, you're not even paying $39,000. What's that price doing so low? That price is too low. I've had this before, and it was way more than that. It was $654,000. What's going on with $39,999? That's amazing. I gotta admit, I don't look at these prices much before I come on the air, because you know I'm making them up. It doesn't matter. It's just a suggestion. It's just It's just a suggestion. It's a loose recommendation. And then I'm up here. My job again to move jewelry. So here's the deal. I should drive one of these trucks on the freeway that says I'm a jewelry mover. That's what I am. You know how they like have movers for your house, for your furniture and things when you move? I'm a jewelry mover. That's all my job is, to move jewelry from us to you, from our house to yours. These are pieces that are made here in-house. That was a $654,000 piece. The last time I had somebody who was a viewer, her name is Brenda. She was actually at a store in Las Vegas when she went to visit at a retail store. And she said that she went down into the vaults of one of the big stores named, you know, Tiffany, and went down in the vaults and looked at their only blue-green Paraíba they had. And it was dirty and included, and it was really not that cute. And it was $650,000. It was, I believe she told me it was a 2 karat or a 3 karat stone. This is a 19 karat. Can you imagine? This is why it's museum. You can't put a price on it. There is no retail equivalent. There is no comparison. And it's not $39,000. It's not $29,000. And it's not even $20,000. This will go. Remember what I said? This is the finale, and this is the museum masterpiece will go. It's been 50-50. Half have gone, half have stayed. And I you know what? Expect that. They're really important pieces. They're not in everybody's wheelhouse. But if you are somebody who really does want to have the ultimate collector's item, it is here, it is now, and it is not even $29,999. It's gonna go. It's gonna go. And that's because it's not even $25,000, $20,000, even $15,000. I have literally shown how many blue-green Paraíbas I've had that have been 2 carats that have sold for over $15,000, and now I've got a 20 karat almost in a rare color with Paraíbas on the sides, and it's not 15. and it's not 14. I told you my mission is to move the jewelry. It doesn't matter what it goes for. It matters that it goes to one of you instead of the wholesale show in which it would be offered at $654,000. And a great value at that. You might not think so because, well, when was the last time you saw a 20 karat purple Paraíba offered? They're not out there. We're going to blow it out for better than 14 or 13 or 12. And this is, I know, before you do that, pinch me. Is this real life? It is real life. This is the ultimate giveaway. And if this doesn't set up what I'm doing for the next 2 hours on live TV for you, I don't know what does. In all of my 26 years, and you're talking to the gal who brought Paraíbas to the airwaves first, I'm going to tell you right now, I've never had a value like this. And before you say yes at 13, because I'm busy on the lines, you don't think we're going to leave this year at $13,000. There's no way. Look at, I don't know if anyone's bothering to do the per carat. It's unbelievable. It is not $12,000 to buy the ring. It is only one, obviously. That's probably the obvious statement of the year. And it's not going to be even $12,000. It may already be gone. And you know what? I'm still going to give you a better price. I'm all about value. It's what I believe in. I have structured my entire career around that concept of value and nothing else. Value. It's got to be quality. I'm not going to bring in any quality. It's got to be a value though too. It's got to be all together. This is not even $12,999. It's going lower. Call me now. Is it not gone? Not gone yet. You can say so whenever. I'm going to give you the best price I've ever seen on a Paraíba. It is the best value. I still don't know how this equates even for the side stones. The side stones being nearly, I mean, think about it, they're nearly 60 points a piece. They look even bigger. I don't know who calculated that, but they look larger. But right now, at $12,999, you know there's no way to do that even per carat on a Paraíba out there. We're at $684 a carat for just the center. Now, we've already got several people talking about it, but I haven't heard sold. So you still have a chance. But it's rare as can be. And it's one great price and one great opportunity and one collector will get it. And if this isn't the proof that this is here, our museum masterpiece finale, I will take it even lower. And like I always say, if it helps to split the payment in half and you want to do half on one card and half on another, if that makes it more plausible, do it. Do it, no problem, no big deal. But it's not even $12,000, $11,000, not even $10,999. This is seriously a giveaway value. If there's any way you can swing it, do it, because it is unlike anything I've brought. And again, I have been bringing these for years and years and years. I would say, and tell me if someone's ever given you a better value on Paraíba in this world. I don't think it's possible. And I say that from a very objective standpoint because, again, if I had a better value, if I knew of a better value, I'm a shopper like you are, I would tell you where the better value is. There is just no other value better than this one. There isn't. There just isn't. And the first caller gets it for $99.99. $9,999 on a 20 karat Paraíba with side Paraíbas as well. In two-tone of 18 karat gold. Let's take a look at it and see who's got it. It's going to be pretty straightforward. Congratulations, that one is sold. Now, while we're there, I want to remind you that I did have this tourmaline earlier, not a tourmaline with copper, but a gorgeous tourmaline. That's about the same size. So I'm going to give this away right now because I didn't get an offer on it, and we had it for $16,999. So here's what I'm going to do. It's 1120852, and I'm going to give this away. So if you missed out, like I see 18 of you did, on the last ring, well, then maybe we can tempt you with this one if it's less than $9,999. Because again, my job is to move some jewelry. So a 16 karat 38, a beautiful teal green, a 50 plus 52, 1 karat 02 in diamond weight overall, and we have one. And you saw this one's even larger on the hand, so let me show you because it's got that emerald cutting, but then the points where the diamonds are, let's give this one away too. It's not even 99 because I understand that even though it's about the same size, but with the diamonds instead of the Paraíbas, it's not copper bearing, but it's exquisite nonetheless because it's clean and it's bright and it's huge and it's beautiful cutting and the mounting's gorgeous and it's not 99. I had it up in the first hour and I was saying, just make me an offer. Nobody made an offer. So let me give you a better than what you probably would have offered in the first place deal where it's not 99, 89, 79. Uh-oh, I'm getting carried away. And let's keep that going because we like a carried away situation. We like that. And it's not even $6,999. Bye-bye, it'll go. Our Paraíba went just like that. This is the second best tourmaline we have. I mean, anything else I'm going to have you in Pataiba is 2 carats or 3 carats. This is the big one. If you want those ultimate high levels, this is the way to do it. It's not even $69.99. I'm never supposed to do this. But here's what we're going to do. I'll give you an even better value. So this one will go 2, and then we'll be on our way, and we'll show you red barrels, which is very exciting. Following up tourmalines with red barrels. It's pretty amazing. Let's do better. $6,499 on that ring. That's it. That's everything I can do. And that, by the way, talk about per carats, that's what, $390 a carat or so? Something like that. $64.99 for the ring. For the ring, beautifully set, incredible diamonds. Love the bigger pear shapes as well. Top and bottom, north and south there. That is a beauty. So we're going to talk a little bit about red barrels. I've got just a couple of red barrels here, so we'll take about 10 minutes of our time and show you some red barrels, and then we'll get back to the gorgeous TVON jewelry. So we've got a lot of great pieces, and again, museum masterpiece. I told you, we'll go, and now we've got the runner-up here for you, $64.99. We're going to talk about what's next here in Red Barrel. And I know that this is a lot of museum to handle. Don't worry, we're going to have plenty of affordable throughout the show as well. We're going to have a great tanzanite necklace for you. We're going to have a big round. We have a lot of great pieces on the way. So welcome in. So this is kind of exciting. This is a little something unexpected here tonight. It's a little mini collection. I'm talking about mini because I've got everything in my hand right here. This is what I got in rings, 4. And then I got 4 pendants and earrings. So 8 pieces in total of Red Barrel, at least 8 pieces of finished jewelry. So we're going to take a moment and talk about Red Barrel for anybody who's saying, I don't know what this is. Well, even if you've been watching the show a while, you know this is not something we see at all. We've seen it just a couple of times ever in our history, and really once was more recently. It was one of our big What's New Wednesdays. Bringing you a little encore presentation on a stone that is literally, think about this, it's 1,000 times more rare than gold. Okay, that's not impressive, right? 1,000 times more rare than gold. Gold's a precious metal. We know how expensive gold is. We know gold's expensive right now. That's just a global market, right? It's all relative just to the global market and what the gold market's doing based on other things, right? But consider this. You have one single red barrel of facet grade gem material for every 150,000 diamonds. Let's consider this. If you were to see a larger red barrel, like a 2 carat may not sound like a big deal in tanzanite or rubies even, or sapphires or anything else, tourmaline, but consider this. A 2 carat red barrel of facet grade material would be equivalent to a 40 carat diamond. Think about what a 40 carat diamond would cost. And it would be easier, quite frankly, to find you a 40 carat diamond than it would be to find you a 2 carat red barrel. That's a little bit of just the statistics, if you will, some of the stats behind how rare this stone is, as really considered one of the rarest colored gems in the world. So red barrel, what is it? Obviously part of the beryl family. For a while it was known as bixbyite. We've tended to really retire that terminology as obsolete because it gets confusing with another stone. So we went into that story the last time I had it, you probably recall. We tend to go by the more gemologically correct name called red beryl. So I know it's not as exciting, but it is a one source stone. It's considered a one source because as far as facet grade material, the only mine in the world that's produced facet grade material is the Wawa mine in Utah. It's in Beaver County, Utah, if you're familiar with the area. And it's really the only mine that's had gem quality material. There were a couple other mines in Utah, none of which produced any gem quality facet grade material. So this is very exciting. Don't worry, it's wearable. It's a 7.5 to 8 in the Mohs scale, so you've got plenty of durability to wear every single day in your jewelry piece of choice. And it is, again, what makes it so rare is that, of course, it's got to have the beryllium element in that it's beryl. You know how beryl has the stones we know and we see all the time, like emerald and aquamarine and morganite. And then you get into some of the other rarer ones we don't see very often. They're not rare, but they're ones we don't bring because they're not of high quality, the heliodors and things like that, goshenite. Red beryl is the highest end of the beryl family. And when you think about how pricey emeralds can get and how pricey beautiful aquas can get, it puts it in perspective. This is far more rare than any other beryl family stone, but it's rare because of what makes it red. And red is always, I've told you this before, in any gem family, red is always going to be the premier, the rarest of any gem family. With diamonds, red diamonds are the rarest if you find natural ones. With the corundum family, it's ruby. I can go on and on. Spinel, same thing. It's the red spinels that are the most valuable of all the spinel family. So no different in this beryl family gem, but the reason it is so scarce is because it's the beryllium and the trace elements of manganese. The manganese is what gives it that red color. And what's so challenging, as we just talked about, is really the fact that when it is mined in this mine in Utah, it's generally so included that you can't actually facet it. And if you were to facet it, there's no actual visual clarity to it. So to get gem quality red beryl is really what's so important and striking here. And again, we have 4 rings to show you. That's it. So 4 rings here. And then we're going to show you a couple of pendants and earrings. And that's it in the red beryl family. And these are all really fitting in line with our museum element that we've been really showcasing quite a bit tonight and recently, because any one of these would be museum quality and caliber as well. So we'll start with our largest, which is our 92 pointer, and then we'll work our way down and they'll get more affordable. For the most part, we've got some great options. I've got a 20 pointer that's amazing. It's really affordable. So that's going to be fun as well. So let's take a look at our biggest one. We'll just go through these quickly. I know they're not for everybody. And again, $64.99 if you'd like to get that tourmaline. Okay. And then here we are with that 92 point. Well, that's striking. It's got the yellow and the white diamonds in the bridge, and it looks fabulous, does it not? That's a beauty. That's our largest stone here in that 92 pointer. So again, if you have any questions, let me know. 10% of all material mined is facet grade. These are as museum collectible as the 20 karat Paraiba is, and I mean that because they really are that scarce, that rare, that limited. And Jane, we do have another Paraiba to show you, so we'll show it right after our red beryls. Here we go with our 92 pointer. It's 1130931. And that is going to be our huge 92 pointer in an emerald cut, showing off the clarity and the glow. Here's what it looks like closer. We added some yellow diamonds. We added some beautiful white diamonds. That's the bridge mounting with a 46-point yellow diamond weight and a 96-point white diamond weight. And we have, of course, just the one. This being our largest. It's going to be our more pricey of the bunch, but not pricey compared to what it usually is. And again, finding it's the more tricky part. That's the tougher combination, is finding it available and finding it in gem quality. Finding it not as a specimen of little pink rock that is just cloudy and hazy and a little tiny gem. Specimen, this is that faceted material that is so beautiful. And if you'd like it, we're going to blow it out right now. $47,999. Look at that clarity and glow. Here's what it looks like on the hand as well. 46 and 96. So you got almost 1.5 carats in diamonds there. And yellow and white and 14 karat gold, and stays as is, and we'll blow it out. And that's the only one that we have that's going to have the yellow diamonds with it. We'll actually bring one later with pink diamonds. But this one's got to go. Look at that clarity. Isn't that special? We're going to blow it out for under 20 grand. More than 50% off so far, and we just keep it going because what do? Move jewelry. So instead of even $20,000, it's not $19,999. There is only one of each of them. That's probably the most obvious statement I will make if you know red beryl. Let's blow it out right now. $14,999. I'm going down just 10 points smaller with our next emerald cut. Actually, I have 3 emerald cuts and a pear shape. So the smallest of the rings is going to be in the pear shape. We have pink diamonds to go with it. So let me give you a little preview. Everything else, wow, that's a good one. Everything else is going to be an emerald cut, okay? So we've got $14,999. Now I know we probably want to see them all. So here's the next one, the 82 pointer. Well, doesn't look that much different because it's actually a little more elongated. That's our 1130933. It's our 82 point emerald cut with 81 points in white diamonds alone here. So your white diamonds wrapping around the sides, doing that little mini pave dome. Don't go anywhere. We have plenty of affordable after this. I know it's been a little pricey for the last 20 minutes. Don't worry. We're going to have plenty of affordable on the way, including I'm going to try to make one of my red beryls really affordable. But here is the 82 pointer, all gorgeous finishing on the inside. Let's do that right now. Look at that glow when you see it face up. Your eye level to that stone shows off the clarity. That's only going to be $99.99 for an incredible, that's $5,000 less than the one that was 10 points bigger. So I'd say if you're on a little more of a budget, maybe that's where you make the concession. Concede the 10 points of carat weight, because it's still huge, and you save $5,000 when you do so. Now, I do have one more emerald cut that's in 18 karat gold. It's a 79 pointer. This one's more money for whatever reason. So, you know. I don't think the clarity's all that. It's beautiful, but again, you've got a choice there. It's going to be $13,000 for the 79 pointer. So a few different options. Those are our emerald cuts. Now, I do have a pear shape, and this is more the typical size we see. Remember what I told you? It's really tough to get bigger stones. Remember the 2 carat equivalent to a 40 carat diamond, meaning a 1 carat probably equivalent to a 20 carat diamond. So again, big sizes like this are really, really rare. But if we talk about a pear, this is when I've had red barrels in the past. This is usually about where their size is, and I'm going to get whatever's stuck in a prong, try to get that out for you. But look at this stone. Isn't that great? I'm going to see if I can polish it a little bit better. It's item number 1130905, and then we'll get to a couple of earrings and pendants. But look at this. Here's the pear shape, 20 pointer, as it is because, well, we added pink diamonds to it first in the rose gold, just a little bit, just a little tiny bit of rose gold, softening the bright reds. That's a true red. I would say out of all of them, it's the really just bright, 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 incredible red. Pink diamonds, the pink diamond weight is 22 points. The white diamond weight is 86 points. Grand total, of course, still giving you over a carat in diamonds, but done with the pink and the white together. Really, I think a beautiful addition, because if you're going to take a red beryl, why not set it with something really well? We love our VS diamonds, but certainly we like to see a little addition on. You know what? I know our red barrels have been, so we've had 3 prior to this. They were all emerald cuts. I know they've been a little on the pricey side. Let me go ahead and auction this off for you. Just another quick giveaway. And that'll be more intriguing, because this one, no different. This one's supposed to be, and it's $79.99, and would be, could be, should be all day. We're going to make it a little bit interesting for you here. Just sending it out as best we can with all the savings you are looking for tonight. Big museum pieces, but what? Savings, savings, savings. Otherwise, they stay here. And that's not really what we're bringing them here tonight for. We're bringing them here to move them out to you. Give you the chance to own incredible pieces, not have to spend $7,000 or $6,000. There's $2,000 off. Or $5,000. I'm going to do a quick little auction, and if you've ever wanted a red barrel, this is the most affordable I can make it. And I just realized that I know there's an audience of more than just $15,000 spenders, and we all can appreciate it for what it is, see the value. I have no doubt if you understand red barrel in the marketplace, you know the $15,000 one was a deal, you know the $10,000 one was a deal. What I'm trying to do is make an $8,000 one a bigger value so you can say yes. And so you can get all that extra savings that makes it quite affordable, as if it's just a pedestrian stone, when it's anything but, because this is considered the rarest colored gem in the world. And it's not going to be $5,000, because I need to get these phone lines rocking, and then we're done with our red barrels once I show you a couple pendants and earrings. And that's it on the red barrel. We're going to blow it out. I know this was a surprise. We did not tell you this was coming. It was a little surprise, little kind of a flash sale, if you will. Let's take a look at this again. I'll try it on, and we're going to go less than $5,000 to get it started, because it seems like that's necessary. It's going to be needed. We got to do better. And let's make it better than $4,500 as well. I need you on the line. Let's go. We got a red barrel giveaway happening for somebody. Let's go $4,000 to start, 60 seconds to get it going. That's it. It's an $8,000 piece. I've gone half of what I'm supposed to get tonight, just to make sure that we can see it out the door and make it our most affordable option by far in red barrel. So there it will be. And just FYI, if you're thinking, well, I'll wait for the pendants and the earrings, they must be more affordable. They are not. I don't mean to ruin any surprises, but the pendants and earrings are only more expensive. So it's definitely, this is, and it's a ring, and it's a 20-point pair, and it's incredibly important. So if you are somebody who wants to experience the beauty, the rarity, the joy, the exquisite, and the wearability, don't be afraid to wear it. This is plenty durable for everyday wear. Talked about the 7.5 to 8 on the Mohs scale, so plenty durable for your everyday wear. No open on that one. Let's move on. So I'm going to show a quick request here, because Jane, I hate to make you wait any longer for our purple Paraíba. It sounds, and I'm going to guess she maybe missed out on the 19 karat. So the next size down I have for you, Jane, is a 12 karat 30. So I'm going to show that next, and it's got the same color in really good clarity, and it's an oval. So let's show this to Jane for Jane's request here really quickly. Here it is. Well, it's even more, it's more elongated, because that last one was a roval. So actually this one is, and I hesitate to show a piece that's already sold, but just note this is quite a bit longer in dimension. So if you loved the whole idea of a 19 karat, this is certainly giving that look as far as it presents to the eye because it is so elongated. So we do have a beautiful, beautiful value here. It's going to be 112-5429, and this will be the 12 karat 30. Super clean yet again here with this gorgeous stone. This is a really nice clarity on this one. It's got 93 points in diamonds. We went all white diamonds here around it. So you've got those bigger stones, especially on the sides, right there on the east and west. You're seeing those really large diamonds, and then the rest of it just pave every which way. It's a gorgeous looking ring. Now, let me try it on for you as well. And, well, this is the interesting part. This was, it's definitely a museum, no doubt about it. Is there, ask yourself these simple questions. Is there a retail store or a shopping network or a catalog, or where else can we shop for jewelry? Malls, retail kind of is the malls, any kind of retail, shopping networks, catalogs, pawn shops. I mean, where do you shop for jewelry? And ask yourself this question, do they have a 12 karat 30 purple Paraiba? If the answer is no, then that's really that museum masterpiece level. So this is as well, wasn't scheduled, but again, trying to make up for the fact that a few of you missed out on that last 19 karat. So what I'll do here is take the $49,999 piece, and nothing's been, you know, obviously this wasn't exactly scheduled or planned, but I do want to show you this beautiful basket work with the little heart details on the sides there. What about those big diamonds? So much of that 93 points there in those very large diamonds, east and west. This one is going to be under $10,000. It only feels fair, and I know it's not supposed to, but we're going to bring it under $10,000 and under $99.99 for you, given that that's where the last one went. So here's how we'll make this easy for you. Right now, we'll go another, you know what, save you more, even more, not even $89.99. We'll go $8,888 on this one, the 12 karat 30, which indeed does look bigger because of the super elongation of that oval. It's even more elongated than a typical oval proportion, so you are getting that massive carat weight look, which it is massive, just it's giving you even more than the 19 karat would because of the different cutting. Cutting can do that, can really change the perspective on your stone. So that one's only $88.88. Now, we want to just switch gears. I don't want to lose you guys, and I know we have some expensive pieces here. So what I want to do is give you an opportunity to own something in tanzanite that is incredibly affordable, and we will bring you a gorgeous round and a ring. And we've got our moonstone collection too. The larger moonstones that I never show because they're all over $12,000, I'm going to bring out. But I want to bring this to you first, which is a beautiful gifting moment too, as well as, of course, you can shop for yourself, as I know you like to do. But look at this beautiful heart shape. Now, I warn you, there's only one in the yellow gold. Everybody else is going to have to get the white gold, and I know how popular yellow gold is these days. So here is our tanzanite necklace. Now, that's a true, genuine heart shape, which you probably know by now. Think of all the great pendants I've had and the lengths we've had to go to bring heart-shaped tanzanite pendants. This is not a pendant. It's a full necklace. You're getting the necklace all together, set in this diamond cut chain with the diamonds. Did you see the diamonds that are beside it? As we set it down, here they are. You've got a diamond bezel set on either side. So I'll just set them there so we remind you about those diamonds. And we're talking about item number 1130009. I have plenty to go around in the white gold. I don't have plenty in the yellow gold. In the yellow gold, I have just that one, and that's the one you will get. So it is down to this final call, and when I say plenty, I'm talking about just a handful. But it becomes extremely important if you're a yellow gold lover or want to gift yellow gold with the tanzanite, go for it now because it's not going to last very long. We know that. We are halfway through the show. We are taking requests. If you have any, that last 12 karat is still here at the moment, and we are going to bring you an amazing value on this necklace. Full necklace here, diamond cut chain, full adjustability too. You get the premium closure, which is the lobster claw, 16, 17, and 18 inches in length. Great gifting idea for the graduations, the birthdays, the tanzanite lovers who are, we all know we're saying goodbye to the blue wing block tees shortly. Very few left to go around, so it's crucial to get in. And most of what I have happen to be $12,000 or $15,000 pieces because they're the bigger sizes. So it's rare to see something that's affordable like this, something that's in a more wearable size. I think this is what we're all looking for, is those great giftable moments, the way you can still enjoy the best of the best of the best in tanzanite, but not have to pay crazy, crazy amounts of money. Here it is. And a full necklace with diamonds. That's why it's got that little pile there of gold. That's where the diamonds are. Just we need you to know that this is that beautiful style we love. that has that station style to it. Here's what it looks like from a distance away. Got to love a necklace. We all do, because of the ease of wear, the fact it stacks and layers beautifully with other pieces as well. You can wear it. I mean, this would be the perfect anchor. Like, I think a lot of you might wear it at the 16 or 17. And then what, do you have one of those beautiful crosses we've had in recent days, or a favorite dog tag, or anything else? It's a perfect way, as you see it here from a distance too. It's not small. This is not a, I can't find it, I don't see it, where did it go? It's not a small piece. It's just a really beautiful, everyday wearable style. And isn't that what we want? The joy of knowing that if we love a piece, we're gonna get to enjoy it and wear it all the time. That's the beauty of it. Now I'm holding it about the 16-inch length. Of course, you can go 17 or 18 as well, and wear it anywhere you want. This is what makes it so giftable. And if you don't, again, a carat 20, look at that, carat 20 in the heart shape, a defined heart shape, not just a pear shape that's a look-alike, an actual heart shape, which you know how rare they are. This is really unique, very special. Blowout time is here. Only have the one in the yellow gold and then a couple in the white gold to go around. They go out tomorrow. Tomorrow's Friday. So you've got a special treat arriving early next week, something that you're going to be so excited and probably wonder, how on earth did I get that so affordably, when I know the price on tanzanite, you know the price on tanzanite, never should be this kind of level of affordability. We're going under $3,000, $29.99. You know what? Skip that. Let's go even lower. We need some callers on the line ready to go. We've had red barrels. We've had museum masterpieces. We've had jumbo tourmalines. And now getting something for everybody to wear and enjoy. Everybody can afford, I hope. This is the idea. It's about making jewelry accessible at the highest level to one and all. And whether that's something you want to share, and we're getting busy on the phone lines, probably because I don't think anyone was expecting $3,000. And the fact is, going significantly less than that. So this is your moment to take advantage of better than $19.99. And again, that yellow gold is a single solitary one and only. That's it. Goes out tomorrow, goes out right away. There's no wait time here besides the time it takes to get from Los Angeles to your house and your doorstep. That's it. So talk about as near instant gratification as you can get. We don't need to make them up. They're already made, ready to go. So this is your value and your great way to save, and a great giftable. Not a lot of people have access to Blue Wing Block D, i.e. nobody has access to Blue Wing Block D outside of our TVON family. So if you know somebody who doesn't shop off TV, or they don't have access to TVON, this is the way to let them experience the best tanzanite in the world as well. And not have to, listen, I'm not gonna ask for $1,500 or $1,499. And we've had a lot of affordable already tonight. But it never would be in the form of a carat 20. Heart shape with diamonds and an $800 diamond cut chain. It's got all the premium stuff that you see in $800 chains. I know, because I was meeting with one of the biggest vendors for gold chains in the world today, because guess what? Stopped here on the way to Las Vegas. There's not a lot of direct flights from Europe to Las Vegas. They don't go direct to Las Vegas. You have to come through this big international hub called LAX, the big, scary LAX, right? And you have to go through. So a lot of these folks who are on their way to Vegas have been here for days, and they're making their connection here. And so they're hanging out in LA. And I'll tell you right now, chains like this, wholesale, $800 for the chain if it had nothing on it. Nothing. No tanzanite, no diamonds, no even adjustability or that really premium clasp. That's where gold's at. We start out in the good stuff, and this is the best, the premium level tanzanite. It's not even $1,000. Now we're really giving away jewelry. It's $999 for the necklace. And remember, only that one in the yellow gold. When it's gone, it's gone. So take a look. We'll give it 60 seconds. Yellow gold gone? Yeah, kind of figured that would happen. So let me move that one aside. That's what happens with the yellow gold. And then we'll bring the white gold back into focus for you right here. Yes, we'll show it on the hand again. Show it all the different ways. You can see it, all the different ways we love. And I can measure it for you as well if you'd like. I could get a ruler out. Let me see if I got my ruler handy. And we can show you what that looks like, even as far as the center stone size, as far as a dimension. If you're curious, I think always seeing it on the neckline's helpful. But again, if you need it measured, I'll do that for you as well. But here it is one more time on the neckline. White gold's all that remains. Thank you on the yellow gold. Well done there. And again, 16, 17, or 18 inches. All the different ways that you can wear that just by, choose an O-ring. Choose a length. choose a length and just adjust based on where you attach that clasp and closure. That's it. Pretty basic there, isn't it? Let me go ahead and measure it for you. I think I found my ruler. Here it is. So we'll show you right now the stone itself, and obviously that's the station style. It's not really a pendant. This is more of that station style. It's kind of wonky. It's going all over the place until now it's settled down, and it's 3/8 of an inch top to bottom on just that stone. So we'll go back up close, and white gold is all that remains here, and then we'll give it a final 60 seconds. But you can see that stunning heart shape with all that bright scintillation and flash. You get the heart shape. Thank you on the yellow gold. Yellow gold already is long gone. Kind of knew that would happen. And again, white golds, keep in mind, it's actually our most favorite combination for the tanzanite. Historically has always been the white gold, so I think it's a nice choice to make. It's just, I know yellow gold's been trending up right now. So that's a closer look at your tanzanite heart. There it is. Keep in mind we had a trillion tanzanite ring earlier for $9.99 as well. That is still available for you. All right, well done. Thank you very much. All right, coming up, we're going to get to, got another diamond necklace for you as well. We'll see a diamond necklace we've had many times. We'll give it a last call. We've only got 2 left, so we'll be at our last call on our diamond necklace. Also have a really new designer ring. This is it. Look at that, little puffy pairs. Puffy pairs with big diamonds, about 50, they're actually light half carats. And then for everybody who loves the big moonstones, let me show you what I have in moonstone tonight. And by the way, we do have this exquisite star. It's this purple blue star sapphire. Love this one. Really want you to get the close up. There's this most dazzling and interesting pink glow. I've not seen this out of a star, and of course it takes a lot of translucency to get something like this where you're actually seeing that pinky. Y'all see that, right? It's not opaque like most star sapphires are. This is totally unique. It's 1130703. Welcome into Thursday. We are just about an hour left in the show tonight. So if you have any requests or anything you'd like to see once again from earlier, even that $64.99 tourmaline is still here. That was our 16 karat. Our 12 karat purple Paraíba is still here as well. So keep that in mind, and we will carry on with some of our favorites here. But this is a gorgeous star. Purple blue. So really enormously rare color here, very unique, and we're so excited. So yes, Denise, let me check and see what you need to see. I'm not sure, I only saw one part of the message there, so we'll see if you have a request. And, oh, okay, I'm not sure what, Denise, if you can let me know what piece you need to see again. I'm not sure. The museum masterpiece did sell. So I'm not sure if you're talking about that or something else. Whatever you said came back into the system that you got a call on, let me know. We can help you, but I'm not sure what it is. So here we go, because I don't do all those calls. So let me know, Denise, what I can show you. And then here we are with 1130703, and here is our beautiful platinum setting. It's a big stone. It's a 472. It is definitely reading very purple on the screen, but I noticed it's going from in a little lower light, it's giving blue purples like a periwinkle, and then under a lot of light, it's more purple, but that is truly one of the most clean stars. I know you've all been asking me about the rubies lately. Is there anything really clean in a ruby? And none of them really are. This one's that super clarity and translucency in a purple. It's 25 points in the 2 big diamonds, so they're on the sides, they're in the emerald cuts, and we're gonna do this one for, well, an extremely affordable price tag. We're raring to go here for our last hour, so very limited time left to go. Taking requests if you have them, helping everybody with these values. I know it's been a museum day, but we're going to have plenty of affordable coming up in the last hour, promise you. I mean, we really started with everything under $1,000, and then we got into the museum, and so the next hour is going to be really about whatever you want to pay on everything. I'm just going to do a lot of auctions, so it's going to be exciting. But here's what we have on the Purple Star, new tonight, $11,799, should be priced. It's a classic 3-stone. Here it is. Let's show it on the hand. Oh yeah, even more definition to that star from a distance away, 6-legged star. Of course, I always like to point out, so you know, there's 1 star per light source. So when you open it at home, it's probably gonna have 1 star, not 2. I'm gonna show you, watch how clear and how defined the other star is gonna get when I eliminate the left side, or I eliminate the right side. See that? Watch that. That is some of the best. Well, let me try to fully cover the light there. There you go. So 1 star, 2 stars, 3 stars, make it what you want. Just depends on how many lights you have on that stone. But here we go, and ready to blow it out. Ready to blow it out for just, forget about 10,000. I know it's been that kind of day. We've had a lot of museum this last 40 minutes or so. So let's just keep the museum going, but let's drop those prices. That's what we can do. Again, got to move the jewelry. That's the mission today. So how about better than $99.99? Much better. Actually, much better. No, I don't think it is. Guys, the purple Paraíba with the green Paraíbas on the side is not back, right? That didn't come back. Okay. I don't know. Denise said she got a message that it's back. Yeah. Uh-huh. Oh, she got it. I'm not sure. Then what? Okay. I don't know. She said came back into the system. Okay. So maybe she's talking about prior. All right. Good. All right. Well, good. I'm glad she got it. All right. Because I was very confused. I thought, okay, wait a minute. Didn't come back, did it? Okay. So we got it all straightened out. Well, Denise, congratulations. All right. So here we go. This one's the 472. Let's blow it out right now. $29.99. $29.99 on that one. That'll be it. Okay. Then we've got our big yellow diamond ring, and we have our tanzanite round. But there's also, it's the, I hate to say this word because I don't want to scare you, but the Museum of the Moonstones. It's our Museum of Moonstones coming up. All the really important $12,000 pieces and above are going to get a blowout price tonight as well. So I know it's kind of a redundancy that's happening. A lot of museum, but a lot of blowout prices. But I promise they'll be affordable as well, more affordable than they've ever been. So $29.99. And let's move on to those moonstones. Plus we have conch pearl that's new in a pendant. We've got the big moonstones now. Occasionally they're on the air. But usually when you see moonstones at $12,000, there can be a lot of, oh, maybe next time. So let's just do what we do best, which has been really blow out some incredible pieces of late. And this is the trio of the very top and the finest because, well, I think we're seeing why. Not only are the moonstones incredible, but they also have these really exquisite designer mountings, 2 ovals and an emerald cut, lots of diamonds around them. This one's got a lot of interesting, more of that yellow golden glow off the surface. And then the other 2 are more what we typically see, which is a lot of multitudes of colors, a lot of iridescence, a lot of glow, and all of those dynamic, kind of a flash of turquoise really, that goes over the surface. Sometimes they're more red golden. This is really where it's more of a kind of a blue green. So really outstanding. And we've got 3 going out at the lowest price ever. So it's going to be either our 310, our 212, or our 4 carat. So I call it the 2, 3, 4 really, because there's one of each category. They don't look all that different, but the 2 carat is here. That's a 2 carat 12 in the emerald cut. Then we go up from there, 310 on the oval. That's going to be, let's see here, the oval that's a little more close together as far as the stones. That's going to be our 3 carat 10. And then actually the largest stone is that 4 carat. 408, carat 64. These have some really big diamond weights to go with them. We've got a value on all 3. You could actually get all 3. Now, I don't think you need all 3, but you could get all 3 for a value and a price tag that would be less than one would be normally. So that gives you an idea, hopefully, of how much they're coming down in price tonight for our last hour and 14 minutes to go, 74 minutes in the show. Our Thursday, wide open for requests. If you have them, get those in. We want to help you with those. We want to help you own anything and everything that we have in our inventory because it's all about markdowns. And if there's anything museum, you got to call now because remember, they're leaving in about an hour. So an hour or so, when this show goes off the air at 8 o'clock, the museum masterpieces we've been showing you for weeks are all going to be transported through the desert and off to Las Vegas for the show tomorrow morning. So that show kicks off early in the morning. So they're on their way at 8 o'clock tonight. So we're going right up to the last second. If you need any of the museum masterpieces, this is the time to get them. So if you've been considering, for example, the Paraíba bracelet that we started off this collection with, or the, I know a lot of them are sold, but I'm trying to think what else is available. The really, really big yellow diamond we had last night, that was a 3 carat with the 360 in diamonds. So those are the pieces you want to consider before they're completely gone and then gone, like gone forever. So here we are, last call on the moonstones because 12,000 plus is where they began. Now we get to go lower for you and a really fantastic moment here. So do you want the 3 carat? Now I think you're going to choose based on the mounting, the design, the colors of the stone. But again, there's a 212, the 3 carat 10 and the 408. And all these diamond weights are as follows. They're huge diamond weights. For the 310, we're talking about 195 in diamonds. If you want the emerald cut, that's 211 in diamonds. That's actually got the most diamond weight of all. And then here's the 1 carat 64 in diamonds. So that's how the diamond weights play with these larger moonstones that are, yes, large in size, but look even larger. And they're not $12,000. They all started at $12,000 or more. So it's, yeah, that's why they're here. Not everybody's spending $12,000 on a moonstone, although elsewhere, I was flipping through the dial the other day and I saw there was a rainbow moonstone. Did not look nearly as pretty, I must say. And I'm not playing favorites, I just say it like it is, and it didn't have as much color. And it was a 3 carat stone for over $12,000. And I thought, well, there you go. And it did not have the VS diamonds. It didn't have that many diamonds. Here's our value to you. It's a giveaway. That's what really this should be called. It's more than just a trio. It's a giveaway. It's a last call. We've been doing this with our museum pieces. Time to let even the museum moonstones go. These are the best of the best. We wouldn't put 2 carats plus in diamonds around them or 2 carats near diamonds around them if they weren't really top-notch stones. That's what really makes this so vital. If you are somebody who maybe you've even loved it already and you're ready to have that next size up. Maybe this is just your style of jewelry where you like something bigger and bolder and you're not messing with the 1 carats. You want something really important and impressive and a bigger look across the hand. That's it right there. And we're not doing even 10,000 or 90. I've seen enough 99.99. What about you? How about 88? We've even seen that. 88, 88, we need to go lower. I even had a red barrel for $4,000 in an auction and that's still here, nobody opened. So I need to do better than $4,000. Let's go there. Let's get you, I don't care what it is. Everything I have is so high quality, we got to make them affordable. Otherwise, they stay. They can't stay here. They can't stay with us. They got to go. So we're taking them lower than $39.99, getting you the best value we've ever seen on any one of the 3 you just pick, left, right, center, emerald cut or oval, big diamond weight or big diamond weight. There's only big diamond weight options up here, and none of them are $39. Let's keep going. I'll keep on going until they all go. That's as simple as we can make it. They've all got to go. They're not 39, they're not 38, 37, 36, 35. Where do you buy 2 carats of VS diamonds in gold? Not platinum. No offense to platinum. We have platinum. We like platinum. It's fine. But gold is more valuable. So to get the gold, when you've got rings that, check it out. Let me just borrow one here. Let me show you how big these are. And you obviously will see them up close on the hand as well as you ask for them. But to give you an idea, some kind of idea of how big these are, when you see them from across the room, that is no small amount of gold. So the gold alone, that is thousands and thousands of dollars. And then you add to it the huge diamond weights. And then you consider these are the best moonstones that we've ever had. And they are really this quality only available here. And here are our bigger sizes. And they're not 35. I'll keep on going. Pick your favorite. Call in early so you can be sure and get your favorite, because somebody else is probably looking at that same one you are, whether it's one of our ovals or our emerald cut in the middle. That emerald cut does have the biggest diamond weight, 212 in diamonds. Very impressive diamond weight. We don't see a lot of rings that have that kind of diamond weight. And no matter what, you're paying the rock bottom low. They're not even $34.99. Look at that. That's a huge size ring. And that needs to be taken into consideration here. When you look at how much diamond weight, the moonstones, everything, let's sell them all. They've all got to go, not 34. Keep it going here tonight. Not 34 or 33 or 32 or $3,199. This is the way to do it. All you got to do is dial. Who's going to get them? I have no idea. But I know this is the best value I've had on a moonstone overall, because this is the price tag you would see on a 1 or a 2 carat. And that has 20 points in diamonds. Okay, even less. Not $3,000, $2,999. Anyone you want, 60 seconds, let's go. I can't offer these values even through the show. These are all reductions that are, hear me out, you've heard of BC, this is below cost. They're all below cost. They're all below cost, every one of them. So when they're here, you got to strike. You got to go for it. Emerald cut, let's show it on the hand here. It's item number 1129737. Finished on the inside, which I'll also show you, but first, I'll look at it on the hand. There's the emerald cut, that is the 2 carat 12. I'm sorry, I was saying it had 212 in diamonds, it has 211 in diamonds. It's 212 on the center, 211 in the diamonds. I was 1 point off. So 212 center, 211 in diamonds. That is outstanding. And wait till you see this white gold on the inside and how it's finished. Look at that and how that is done. So really specialty there. And again, beautiful, stays in the white gold. They all do. What better way to show off all those white diamonds than in the white gold? So they'll stay in the white gold. You're seeing the information on the emerald cut right now, and that will be a done deal. And then, yes, congratulations on the emerald cut. Now it's down to our ovals here. Reminder, this has got a little more of that golden green sheen. Here's that all around rainbow color. Diamond weights and carat weights are as follows. The left side of your screen is 1130077. That is the 310 and 18 karat gold. By the way, that's the only 18 karat gold option up there. So that would be your 18 karat gold with a 310 and a carat 95. That'll be our largest moonstone now available since the, or rather the 408 is. This is the 310 with 195, but it does have the larger of the diamond weights. Here is the 408 with 164 in princess cuts and rounds as well. So that's going to be your choice for $29.99. Thank you and congratulations on the emerald cut. Let's keep on moving. We still have that purple blue sapphire. We still have our huge 16 karat 38 teal tourmaline. This is still here. This 16 karat 38, not going to last the show. We got an hour and change left. Here is the teal tourmaline in that emerald cut. Look at that gem. I can't get enough of this one. That one's $64.99. Only that one. That is not going to last the show. Shocking it's made it to this point of the broadcast. Look at that tourmaline. And that's a 16 karat 38. So big emerald cut there. That one's available at $64.99. As we've seen some incredible tourmalines. We can go back to our moonstones now. I just, just kind of showing you some of the pieces we still have remaining here today and tonight as we are about to embark on our last hour. So really important. Now, some of you probably wanted to see a little closer angle and view of this necklace that I flashed way back when in the first hour. It's a double-sided, it's like a little barrel or cylinder of diamonds and gold. Let's show you. This is a really fun piece, especially if you are somebody who just enjoys the nuance and the artwork of really cool, unique jewelry, something that not everybody's going to be wearing. And here it is. This is 1130836, brand new right now. And it's actually a cylinder of satin finishing in gold. This is not platinum. It's 18 karat white gold instead. And you're getting what is basically embossed. And I mean that just because it's tucked down into the gold. So those pave diamonds are set in a heart shape. They're pave rounds. You've got 21 points in diamonds. I'm not even clear if they even actually included all of the diamonds because there's a reverse element to this beautiful pendant and chain. It's coming as a full necklace to you. And they've got 21 points in diamonds. But look at this. If we rotate it, and let me do this for you so you can see it, that's the other side. And it's going to have a bar that stabilizes that chain, so it's going to keep it at the angle of whatever you want to show off that day. So it's not really meant to rotate. It's not meant to spin. You have to decide that morning you put it on or that evening you put it on. I never just assume that everybody works normal hours because I never have. So, not everybody gets ready in the morning. Some people get ready in the evening, whenever you're getting ready. Or maybe you get ready for the daytime stuff, the running the errands, the meeting with friends, the work in the daytime. And then you want to go out. You get to decide how you want to wear it, and just based on, it's just like a reversible piece. You've got either this cascaded waterfall of diamonds, or you flip it around and just put it on the opposite way, and there you have the heart shape of diamonds. So really I like the chain too. It's got a beautiful texture. It's got a little bit, see how it looks a little bit almost like a tighter Rolo? So it's got a little like a popcorn chain kind of feel. It's really just a more intricate woven type of Rolo, but it's got diamonds on both sides, still an adjustable chain. It's one of those adjustable chains where you can actually glide the little beads. You can make it any specific length you want, up to 18 inches, and it's a one only, and goodness knows we needed to mark it down because $6,500 is too much to ask because, I've trained you over the years in a little bit of an unfair way because we kind of all base prices and what we think prices should be based on a diamond weight. And you're thinking, oh, that should be, $2,000 because it's 20. And that's not always the case because sometimes you have to look at, especially details like this, unorthodox design elements, unique styling, a lot of gold. Those are things that today more than ever add to your value. They add something specialty to it. So with this one, you're not only getting the again, 18 karat gold. That's a big upgrade. But you also have that really important dual-sided style. So really 2 necklaces in one. You have to think of it that way. No different than I think if you're buying something classic in fashion or something wild in fashion. If it's your classic black pump that you're going to wear every single day when you want to look professional, you might want to invest into a good one. And if it's something, let's say, that's a one-off, it's a one-time thing, you may not want to invest as much. That's how I look at this necklace. We're giving you 2 different looks, 2 decidedly different styles in one piece. So that value, I think, has to be noted and just thought about in that respect too. $6,500, not going to be. We're going to take it a lot lower than that, and that kind of breaks down to $3,250 each necklace because it's one but 2-sided. We're going to make it easier than even $6,000, $5,000, $4,000 because, again, I haven't trained you, I've spoiled you. That's even better because we've spoiled you to insist on value and giveaways. Here it is, not 4, not 3, not even 2,000 or that $19.99 I think we're all expecting. We'll go lower than that. It is a one only. That will be it. And it will not be even $1,500. I just think we love new. We love new. We watch the shows, I think, often enough where we're craving the new. We've seen what we've seen and we've made a decision. We're ready for new. And here it is, under 15, under 14. Let's blow it out for $1,399. And that'll be the one only right there. There, now, and hopefully soon to be finding its new home. And a dazzling piece to wear many different ways. Lots of fun to do so. $13.99. Okay, we'll be recapping some of our affordable items from the first hour as well. I've got to show you the Imperial. The Imperial is so gorgeous. We got a brand new Imperial today. Have this really rare, again, double-sided. That's like your sweet, sentimental side. Here's your more maybe modern. Maybe this is the more modern contemporary side of things. And I like the way the contrast is created by the satin finishing. The 18 karat gold has a texture to it. So I don't mean it's rough or scratchy. I just mean it's got a texture where it's more mattified and more has this satiny glow. You know, satin's not like a bright in your face glow. It's a little more subtle sheen. That gold has the same kind of application to it, which really makes the diamond stand out, I think, even more so. The good news is, Joanne, it does come off the chain. It's not a fixed piece. What does that mean? It doesn't mean it has to stay on that chain. So if you wanted to use a different chain, you can. So that's something else to consider. And by the way, those are the hallmarks right there. So again, one way to wear it, another way to wear it, and only $13.99. It's fun to just bounce around like this. I love it. It's doing a little, just feels like it's doing a moon landing here. I love that piece. All right, that is here. And then let's get to our Tansy top of the hour. It's arrived. Last hour of our Thursday. We've almost made it. And we are just, I've been waiting for this moment, waiting for the 7 o'clock hour just to show you this incredible best of Tanzanite rounds we've got left. Welcome into our last little bit of Thursday. What a show this has been. It's been 2 hours. I got to tell you, when you look back at what we've had in this 2 hours, I don't think there's ever been 2 hours like it. And I speak for tens of thousands of hours of airtime. I don't think there's ever been 2 hours like what we have embarked on tonight. So thank you for being with me for any period of it. It's been exciting, and I'm glad, and I hope that if there is anything you missed or something you just want to see again, please let me know what that is so we can make use of this time we have together. It's also last call on our museum masterpiece. That would be the gorgeous tourmaline, the teal. The putty was gone, the 19 karat, but the tourmaline, the teal tourmaline is also here. Also, anything else you'd like to see, please let us know what your requests are. We've got literally 59 minutes of airtime. That gives us time to show you at least 60 pieces of jewelry. So just say the word. We've got a couple pieces left only from the show. We kind of really showed you a lot in the first hour. And if there's anything else we can recap for you, let me know. But this is a Tanzanite moment. It's a big moment for our Blue Wing Block D museum lovers. This is the museum reserve, of course. So literally reserved back in 2018 for a museum exhibit. And now, thanks to your demand and your incredible patronage, we are bringing those museum pieces out to you. So here it is. Our round stone 1130872 is the number here, and it's a little bit extra because instead of just giving you Tanzanite and diamonds, I've done it many tens of thousands of times over, we're bringing you an upgrade. And those are the big pink diamonds you see on the sides. And to go with those pink diamonds, really how they are best suited in a little bit of rose gold. And it's 14 karat of that gold, rose gold and white gold as is. just a little bit of rose gold. We're looking at it with a 10 power magnification. Let me tell you, that rose gold all but disappears when you see it on the hand from a little distance away. It's really just to accommodate the pink diamonds and the red flashes of the tanzanite. It's a dual purpose to set that tanzanite in the rose gold. It is an 844 Museum Reserve round, and there is nothing more dazzling in my opinion. And I will argue that point forever and ever and ever and ever, because I just don't think there's anything quite like a round. And you have all that saturation in neon and vivacious purples and blues and then reds. I don't know how you get much more astounding than that. Big diamonds, 12-point pink diamonds, 6 and 6 on each side, and white diamonds the rest of the way, 48 points. So all grand total, sure, it's 60 points. It's not always about the destination, it's how we got there. And how we got there are with 2 pink diamonds that are virtually larger than most any of the pink diamonds I have in this inventory. And they are themselves worth about $2,500 a piece. Before we get into the tanzanite, the gold, and the white diamonds, there's about $5,000 worth in pink diamonds there in that ring, just as an extra element. And why are they there? To really bring you to the next level. We've had tens of thousands of tanzanites. There's many of you that own numerous tanzanites at this point. And we are always looking to evolve to bring you the next big thing, the next bold design, the next new thing. This is it. And adding those pink diamonds really does it here. So it's really, truly, you could say in a way it's more extraordinary than any other we've brought before it because of those additional high-end diamonds that you have. So very excited to be here with you for the next 56 minutes. But if you have any questions, now is the time. Now is the time to make requests. But if you are intrigued by this ring and you don't want to pay $26,999, I understand. Here's what it looks like on the hand. Very accommodating for an 8 karat 44. And again, I recommend getting your true size. These rings are usually 2 or 3 sizes a little bit too large. That's why they fall and move and flop from side to side. When you get your true size, as it's going to be delivered to your home, you're not going to have that issue. So just be aware of that. It's part of the beauty of that free sizing we offer. But when you see that, it was sparkling pretty well on its own up close, wasn't it? But I think you're seeing a whole nother level now. The sparkle has become better, broader. It does, and for those that say that's TV, everything's AI now. Everything's, not this show. It ain't, no, it's live TV. Live TV. This is a real-time moment. There's nothing, there's no special effects here. There's no weird funky lighting. It's just a lot of light. It's just really, again, this is the worst your tanzanite would ever look. Can you believe it? I'm up here on TV going, guess what? It looks pretty bad compared to what it's going to look like in person. And it's true. It's a fact. This looks better in person than it ever can on TV. And my goodness, I think it looks pretty darn good. I think it looks really good. I'd like you to try it. And I'd like to give it away to the point where you can try it and you can say yes and you can see what it's all about and you can get that upgraded Museum Reserve because of the bigger pink diamonds that make it so incredibly special and important. And what we need to do is just probably put it on the auction block because I'm not getting $26,000 for anything. I couldn't even get that on a 20 karat Paraíba. It sold, but I didn't get $27,000 for a 20 karat Paraíba that was here earlier tonight. So now we're making it more interesting here on a really important 844 that's got its own value that is usually the tune of $3,800 a carat on TV. 3,800 times 844. I don't know that math right off the top of my head exactly, but it's a lot more than where we're at here. And that is crucial. And what we're going to do is take it a lot lower than $26,000. Here's your chance to own it. And when it comes to value, I've had enough of them over the years where I think we're all pretty well versed on value. That's why you're here, because you could be watching anybody else sell tanzanite right now, I'm sure. And it might be, you know, 36, 3,000, maybe 2,000 per carat. Maybe it's 1,000 a carat. Even better. Let's take it a lower value. Take a look at this. I'm going to show you here up close. And what I'm going to do is drop down the price to an auction level where we can get everybody in and give you the chance to own it. For real. Like this actual piece could be arriving at your home in the next few days. And then what's the worst that can happen? You try it on and you can't stand it. You send it back. I don't think that's possible. But that's all we're asking to do is let us send it to you. Let you see what it's about in person because they really do look better in person. I know that sounds like a line, but I am reciting the line I've heard from hundreds and hundreds of TVON shoppers prior to this moment. And it's always the same thing. That stone is better than it was on TV. It is. I know it. Here's what we're going to do. Instead of $20,000, we've got a couple of rubies for you, Shiva, so they're coming up as well. So we're right the mid-auction point of this tanzanite. We've got great requests coming in. Let's make this doable. And the pink diamond upgrade, I know it's so different than anything else we've done. I realize that. I have not had a tanzanite outside of this one that has pink diamonds with it as accent. So this is a step up. It is an upgrade. Even if you've got 50 sitting at home, this is different than what you already have. And it's not even $10,000 to open. It's not $8,000. That's an interesting statement because it's an $844. $8,000. We're under $1,000 with the free diamonds, free gold, free workmanship, free labor, free sizing, free shipping, free. Let's try to make this stone a little more free. And yeah, not even do $7,000, $6,000, or $5,500. That's what I did last night. It did not work. Now that was 24 hours ago. Who knows? But here's what I'm going to try. We're going to try better than $5,500 because I couldn't get a tanzanite last night even going at that price tag, which is incredible value. Let's do better. Let's go $5,000 to start on the 844. $5,000 to get it going. 844 is the size of that round. There's always what? A premium on the rounds, and you know it and I know it. We all understand that by now, that there's an extremely specialty premium on price tag usually when there's a round cut. This one, no premium. $5,000 to get it going. And let's take it even lower. I'm not in a position to leave this here tonight, and especially with the show starting tomorrow and so many pieces headed out there tonight. Really want to make sure that we have this last 50 minutes to show you anything and everything, especially from our museum collection, of which there's a lot of anxious vendors that want to see Blue Wing Block D for the first time in real life, and their only chance to do it is during this wholesale trade show that kicks off tomorrow. So no doubt there will be this stone, if it's still available. That is, it can go, there's two choices here. It can go to the show or it can go to your house. And either way, tomorrow it's out the door. Tomorrow in the morning or tonight. So again, either way, you've got one last chance to get it. So here's what I'm going to do. If it's just a price situation, my job is to make sure that's not the case. We've got to get the price lower to make sure it's doable, possible, feasible, all the things. So let's just go even lower and we'll see what happens. $4,900, you know what, skip it. $4,800, $4,700, $4,600. I keep on going lower. And we just want to make it happen for you. It's the easiest cut to wear. It really is. But it gives you that dazzle. It gives you diamond-like brilliance with all the saturation and neons we still want from a Blue Wing Block D. Take a look at it. It's $46. No, let's go $4,500 to start. And 60 seconds to get that going. On an 844, you got to wonder what's it going to take at this point. What's it going to take on a round stunner Portuguese cut round? We've got some ruby requests coming up next, but this is that round that is undeniable, best of the best of the best. Love the big pink diamonds that are so collectible right on the sides. I mean, that's such an extra added element that really didn't necessarily need to be there. That could have been white diamonds all day. But no, how do we make it different than with the tens of thousands that have preceded it? This is how we do that. All right, ruby time coming up. We're going to show Shiva a couple of rubies. It sounds like she's looking for something about a carat, carat and a half. I've got two options, cushion or oval. So let's show them both and get you a side-by-side comparison of some gorgeous rubies. Talk about red flash. We're going to go straight up reds here with our red corundum, our beautiful chromium rich red rubies. 4,500, no open. All right, back to drawing board here. We go right there to that. Well, that's pretty. Well, that's a, yeah, we're just going to go all red. Look at that. Which one do you like? You know, I'm hesitant to put anything next to that oval, and then I realized, nope, the cushion cut, just as good. Just as clean, just as bright. You get a little bit of yellow diamonds with the right side, all white diamonds with the left. And these are rubies out of Burma. direct out of Burma. Which one do we like? If we like the oval, we're going to start right there. The oval item number is 1125460. And then you've got the double halo with the diamonds. That's a pretty classic mounting. And then if we go over to the cushion, that's actually a cushion cut square. So I know it feels a little bit like a round. That's because that very soft corner is tucked underneath the prongs. So it really gives the visual of a round, but it is a square cushion. So you do have either a carat 30 or a carat 42. I'm going to give you that number for 1126682, which is on the right side. It's going to give you those yellow diamonds and white diamonds together in that gorgeous ruby. It is a cushion cut square, 142, so it's a little bit larger than what's to the left, and it's going to have 21 points in yellow diamonds, kind of up and over your double halo of your 66 in the white. So overall, 87 points in the diamonds on the right side, compared with the 90 points in diamonds on the left side. So I know it's confusing to put two pieces up at once, but they're similar enough in size and clarity that I want to give you your pick. Because otherwise, if I just show you that one, what if this was the dream piece? Or if I just show you that one, what if this was the ultimate dream piece? So I'm going to give you an option of, and that's 142 with 21 with 66. If it's the right side that you're interested in. Again, the big difference being the cut of the stone and also the yellow and the white diamonds mishmashed together here for you. But either way, they're going extremely low. The carat 42 with the yellow diamond is going to be a smidge more because it is a larger stone and it's got the yellow diamonds as well. It is also gleaming red. Now, what kind of red? What an odd question to ask. What do you mean, what kind of red? Red is red, right? Not really in the case of rubies. We can identify, or at least if you're well versed in the ruby collections of the world, you can typically identify where a ruby's from based on the secondary hues. We've all seen reds in different formations. Sometimes we describe it as an orangey red or a purple red or a brown red. There's the blue red, which are the best, and those are traditionally out of Burma. And so there's really, again, it points to that better quality and that super elite variety when you go to Burma and when you get out. I don't recommend going to Burma. There's a lot of political strife there. It's been happening where it's probably not the best vacation spot right now. It hasn't been in decades. There were sanctions for the better part of 20 years. It's a toughie. I would not recommend going there to hunt down your own rubies. So let us do that for you with stones that have been here since well before political sanctions were in effect. It is a stone that's been in the private collection for literally generations, so hundreds of years. These stones have been part of us because otherwise, if you're wondering, yeah, why is that I don't see Burma rubies anywhere else? That's a big reason why. You really, in today's marketplace, today modern times, you can't acquire these. There's no trading back and forth of Burma. Burma's like the elusive, almost mythological variety of ruby. Nobody's got them really. And that's because, again, really difficult. They're also really pricey if you find them elsewhere. They're a little pricey. They're expensive. They're the best rubies in the world. But they've been under those sanctions for so long. So it's really tough to get. And outside of auction houses or museums, you're really going to struggle to find even Burma available as an option. So excited that we have them, and that's the explanation of why they're here and why you don't see them elsewhere and why we pride ourselves. It's such a big moment to be able to get Burma stones, especially in these sizes. And if you'd like, this one, the cushion cut, because that's what we're looking at now, that beautiful cushion, 142, 66 in the white, 21 in the yellow. That has a great finishing on the inside, supposed to be $7,999. We're gonna go a lot lower than that. First caller gets it, $29.99 for the cushion cut. If you would rather go with the oval, very traditional, classic. If you'd like to have this one, and this can be done in any gold color you like, this one stays as is. This one can be in white, yellow, or rose. If you would like the 130 oval with the 90 points in diamonds, it's only $24.99. So two incredible larger rubies, that's the key. Chromium is what prevents stones from getting into big sizes. All chromium-rich stones tend to stay at bay in their carat weights. That's why those get a little extra wow factor because they're almost a carat and a half. 142 on the right, 130 on the left. We'll give them 60 seconds. And then we've got our last call on the show. What else can we show you? No other requests. I'm going to do a quick little diamond band deal. I've got this really important diamond band. We just did something a little different with our larger yellows for you, so we're going to see where that goes. It's going to be a really good one. It's a carat 15 among only 3 stones. So we'll show that. That's normally what you'd see in a 7-stone or a 6-stone style. We're going to show you a really cool band ring coming up that's new. And then we've got our last call. We'll do some recaps. If there's anything from the museum you want to see, again, 43 minutes to do it. 43 minutes before they head off to the wholesale world to be sold. So if there's a museum masterpiece that is still available, jewel that you'd like to see one more time, this is your last call to do it. And Shiva, let us know what you think about those rubies. And if there's something I can design for you, no charge, by the way. No charge. People always worry, like, well, I'm not going to hire you to design. It's something I just do for fun to help you out. If what we have doesn't exist or doesn't fit your needs, we'll make something for you. It's not too big a deal, okay? We'll get it right. We'll make sure it's perfect for you, and whatever you need, we'll put together. Let's just get this great yellow diamond band. I want to see who's out there. This is a new concept for us. We've done every kind of diamond band you could ever think of. And then you realize, no, we brought something new. And it's so cool how we did it. We've replaced the 7-stone style with what I'm calling the 7-station style, because out of these different segments across the ring, you're getting 3 huge yellow diamonds bezel set, and then you've got your pear shapes that do opposite. See how they're oriented different ways, north, south, north, south, north, south. So what they do is it creates this all the way around the band, all across the hand, all across the finger, if you will. We don't do those rings that go across the hand. They're very uncomfortable. I own a couple of them. They're uncomfortable. Don't do it. I don't recommend it. I recommend stacking. You can get that look in a lot easier, more wearable way by stacking rings. Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to start at nothing. We don't even have the graphics up because I want to tell you right now, whatever it's going to take. This is a very important band. It's debuting right now. It's 113-1288. It's got a carat 15 of diamonds, 3 stones. Do you know what that means? They're about 40 points a piece. They're just under that, like 38 plus on each pear shape. Why do they look like 1 carat? Easy. I know. Ding, 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 ding. Answer, I got it. I feel like I'm on a game show. You should know at home. You know why they look bigger. They look bigger because they're bezel set. So it looks like you have 3 carats in a band ring. Instead, you're getting 115, huge, and these beautiful puffy pairs throughout. Yay, look at it. It's gorgeous. What do you think? And we're going to start at nothing. 0. Auction it. Nothing. No reserve. 0. And you know what? You can bid whatever you want. Now, I'd love a power bid because I'm going to tell you, of course, where it's supposed to be. And brace yourself because it's an important ring with a lot of gold. We went all out here. I just want to make sure that we have a chance to move some jewelry before the night is over. And this usually is the way to do it. Now, I can't promise you this is going to be the way to do it tonight, even starting at 0 with any increment. I can't guarantee you that's going to do it, but I'm going to be hopeful here. I'm always the optimist, forever the optimist. Here we are with a 115. So again, 38, 30. I know this is weird, but 0 to start any increment you want. Now, it's supposed to be $69.99. That's beside the point right now. I don't care. It matters that it goes to one of you. And you see what we did. We did solid gold right there between your pear shapes. Your pear shapes, I know we're dying to see it on. It's big. This is bigger than any of the bands I brought, and we have no open, so never mind that. Okay. Well, you know how we brought you 5 stones, 7 stones, even a 4-stone style? Lately, I've done a lot of yellow diamond bands. I've done all kinds of them. This is different, and we have no open. All right, skip it. We'll go to something else. Let's show you the big recap here. We've got a tanzanite ring for $9.99. Love that. We have a diaspora for $9.99. We have a Paraíba, Brazilian Paraíba in quartz, $9.99. We have a moonstone pendant, $9.99. So I'm going to show you a few of what we have here for our under $1,000 opportunities, and then I'm going to skip that yellow diamond. We'll save that for another day. No worries on that. I'm not here to force any jewelry on you. That's not really what we're here to do. You got to like it. Don't spend $1 on something you don't like. I don't care what it is. Don't do it. But let's take a look at these, all $9.99. Yeah, every one of them. All under $1,000, all $9.99. Pretty simple and straightforward. Let's move them all. Let's move them all before we go tonight. And I've got all the details waiting for you as well. So what we're looking at is a sphinx pendant. It's a sphinx pendant. It's a diaspora. It's a moonstone pendant. That's actually one that used to be a lot more. They all used to be a lot more money. They've all been here before. These are not new pieces. They are pieces that have been heavily discounted tonight. And you were being such a good moonstone, and now you're not. He's probably just going, don't sell me at $9.99. You know I'm worth more. Yes, I do. But we're also trying to move some jewelry here. No fun to have them stay with us. They don't want to go back in a deep, dark vault. They want to go out to your house. They want to be enjoyed and worn, and specialty designs here all the way throughout. What's up? Huh? Oh, we're not doing that. I can't just, listen, I got one bid on the yellow diamond ring. I can't just be selling that. When you start an auction at nothing, you want to get more than one person. You know, usually it happens. Anything up there is $9.99. Anything you want on that entire wheel. At this moment, it looks like we can't get anyone through. So, we've got, you know what? We've gotten open on the auction, so let's bring it back out. And who's that with a 750 open? 750, the open on the auction. It's still, well, it's a ways away from where we need to be. Look at that. Those are huge yellow diamonds. Once again, there are 3 in the ring. 750 is the one and only bid. Probably designed to keep everybody out. They said, let me shock the world and do something other than $1. And they did 750, knowing that it's a $7,000 piece of jewelry. Fair value. If somebody said to me right now, you know that fabulous bag you want for $69.99 at that fabulous Italian designer? And if you're thinking bags aren't $7,000, bags are $7,000. Cheap ones. Cheap ones. Cheap bags. $7,000. If somebody said you can have that bag right now for $750, I'd say, okay, and what do I got to give you? $825 is now the bid. I like it. We got $825. I like these unusual bids. It's anything you want to do. We're at $825 on the auction. We have 2 bidders now. 2 people have participated. $7,000 ring because the diamonds are so big. It's a little different than what we normally do. It's not the 20-point stones. They're actually double that. There are 3 of them. Then we have to consider that gold is still about $5,000 an ounce. I know that at that big show, I've been talking to the whole world here that's getting ready to open up that show in the morning. Just a few hours from now, that JCK show will open its doors, and it's not open to the public, so please don't go there expecting to just walk in. It's not open to the public. You need to be heavily credentialed, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. They need practically your firstborn child to get in because security, and it's only open to the trade, and yet there's hardly any gold offered. It's a jewelry show with hardly any gold offered anymore. True story. True story, because, you know, everybody's been here. We're all talking about it. It happened in Tucson, too, in February. There's hardly any gold at a jewelry show. The reason why you'd probably say, why would that be? Because gold, where it's at, no one's doing it. Everyone's doing, people are inventing. I've got a friend who's actually launching a new type of metal. It's not a metal at all. It's not a precious metal. It doesn't come from the earth. They're launching a metal alternative. That's what we're going to now. We're going to metal alternatives. We're not even doing platings because platings are so darn expensive. Platings are too expensive. No one's doing platings anymore. So let me remind you, in these times that we live in, which I know are a little topsy-turvy, upside-down, weird cuckoo, this is a solid gold ring, which is a big reason why it's got a $7,000 price tag and not an $825 price tag. However, you're in charge, and we have $825. We have $1,000. Thank you. Somebody's got $1,000. Now, I know we saw some under $1,000 items. They weren't big yellow diamond rings like this. So here we are at $1,000 looking for more. And we got a ways to go here. And you melt down all that gold, there's a lot of it. Look at the inside, how this is done, how it's made, how fabulous these VS diamonds. These are yellows, they're natural, they're all VS, they're all stunning, and it's at $1,000. Thank you. We have 1,100 now. 1,100, you got 12. Thank you very much. 2 bidders going back and forth. $1,300 now. 13. See, we're getting into it now. Now we know. I think we realized, oh yeah, that is gold. This isn't a plating. It's not a mystery metal. There's no stainless steel. It's not bronze. It's not sterling. No offense to sterling, but that is not a precious metal, at least not considered by the fine jewelers of the world. This is solid gold. We have 1,300. We just lost that bidder. Okay, we had 2. We have 1 now. So it's at $1,300. We're going to give it a last call. We're going to do our recaps for the night. We have 34 minutes to go, and your last call for requests, questions, anything at all. That big tourmaline is here. You know that big 16 karat. Teal tourmaline is here. Now is last call, though, on the yellow diamond band. Brand new right now. $1,300. Oh, this is just killer. Killer. You got to 38 pointers times 3. Looking like 1 carat. I'll show you. Let me show you something. Do I have a 1 carat diamond out here? I don't think I do tonight. I would love to show you what a 1 carat looks like, because a 1 carat looks smaller than what I have here in this band. It is so true. a 1 carat yellow diamond, and these are not, they're 38.5 pointers, but the 1 carats look smaller. We're about to give it a final call. Let's give it 2 minutes. 2 minutes and we'll be all done with the brand new yellow diamond band. What a beauty it is. And then we'll get back to some recaps and we'll show you a few new pieces, and we got our last call, and look how big it is on the hand. Narrows nicely in the back, so it goes really side to side. Even if you have a larger ring size, a 7, an 8, a 9, a 10, a 12, you're gonna have side to side here with those design elements. And then it starts with these mirror finish. They're like these little beautiful puffy pairs, which is really unique. And it just allows them to be perfectly spaced all across the hand. I mean, it's like a new concept and a new way to do a 3-stone style. We're only at 13. We've got our final minute 20 left to go in this auction. Any increment you'd like, but $1,300 is the bid and the one last bidder to beat. And look at how they go, one to the other there, all separated by those mirror finishing in. We know what diamonds do. They sparkle, they're lively, they're brilliant, but to mix and match that with the pear shapes that are all sleek and mirror finish, you really get the best of all worlds. I mean, we love a good gold presence. I know I'm not the only one that loves some big gold jewelry. I get questions about that. I got that question today. Where are your gold chains? And I go, well, you can only get one for free with a pendant. I don't sell any solid gold pieces. I don't have anything outside my signet ring, and that thing's like $3,000 now. So again, what we're talking about, yeah, if you want to sell your gold signet rings, yeah, don't, because they're $3,000 to buy a new one today. But again, it's the gold story. And that's why it's so remarkable, because this has nothing to do with the gold prices that should be. It's all about you and what you want to pay, and you got 30 seconds to jump in. But there's so much gold to go in this ring, and to get those dynamics of mirror finish. We don't bring the solid gold. Now, I had a few. They're all gone. They sold out in about 10 seconds one day. I brought out every curb link chain, every rope link chain, everything in plain solid made in Italy gold pieces. They're gone. We have nothing else. And this is a big reason why we're not bringing in gold. We can't do it. This is where, again, have you seen the price of gold out there on just gold chains? I mentioned it a minute ago, $800 for a standard gold chain anywhere else. And we're up here giving them for free. Here's where you get, again, chunkier, heavier gold band with some big diamonds, not paying anything where you should for just the gold. And those diamonds are like the bonus. They're the freebies right now. And I'll tell you, I don't care what gold does, nothing's going to be quite as valuable as a natural yellow diamond. $1,300 going once, twice. Anybody else? Nobody. That's it. All I can muster on a gold band. And you realize there's a two. I bought the other day, and I'm going to have to show you. I'll bring the invoice. I don't know if should I just black out my address and phone number and the store name? Okay, so that's what I'm going to show you. I bought a 2mm wedding band the other day, 2mm. I'm in the business, 2mm. I got the deal. I got the deal because I'm in the business. No diamonds, no stones, 2mm band, 14 karat, no 18 karat, just 14 karat, no diamonds. You know what it was? And I got a deal. I've been telling you they're like $8,000, $9,000. Check it. I bought it for $4,500. I got a deal. 2mm band. This is bigger. It's got big diamonds. It was $7,000. It's at $13,000. Nobody else? All right, we're done. All right, last call, gone. Congratulations, that is out of here. Let me show you again. Here's our diaspora. We get a lot of questions about the diaspora. We're getting a lot of those interested calls here on what is that round, flashy, spectacular stone. Well, it's called diaspora. It's a color-changing stone. It's a quick one only, and this is going to go in a hurry. It's $999. It really does. I was saying this in the first couple minutes. It feels like 2 Wonder Rings. But you don't have to go buy 2 Wonder Rings. It's all just the way this stone is set. 2 carats, 15 on your round, color-changing diaspora. 48 points in the diamonds that love how they go opposite sides like that. I think that's really wonderful. And it's one only at $999. So call me. That's it. That's one just really spectacular piece. Yellow gold's how it stays. We're going to take care of the sizing for you. No problem there, but what a good look that is. And wait how you see it on the hand. It's even prettier. Even prettier when you see the way this looks on the hand, that open work through the middle, that gorgeous stone that looks like it's floating. It does. It looks like it's floating right among these 2 bands that are sitting so differently than how we normally see rings, where it's normally just 1 band down the middle. Very different here. And $9.99 gets it to one of you. Congrats if you get it. We're going to give that 30 seconds. Then we're going to be on our way. And we've got a few more minutes to go. If there are any final requests at all, you know what I really think it needs to go before anything else is that tourmaline. It is our big 16 karat 38 if you are a collector of the finest. If you are somebody who enjoys different, bold, unique, it is this tourmaline. In every bit, I still can't get over the offers didn't happen. Ended up blowing it out for less than $10,000 on a 16 karat stone. Here it is one more time, 112-0852. And since we only have 28 minutes to actually show this piece, I don't know if I'll spend all 28 minutes on it, but I know this. That is the best value I have left tonight. And we've got plenty of under $1,000 pieces here and plenty of great tanzanite deals and anything else you want to bring out from a vault. But when it comes to what is a value, what's the story between where it should go and where it's going? It's right here, $32,699. And right now, it's only $64.99, which you just, I mean, this is where we got to look at it from a per carat perspective, because it's $64.99. And again, I'm going to disregard the diamonds here for a moment, but when that's a 16 karat 38, you've got it for $396 a carat. I don't know where you're buying your tourmalines, but they are certainly not $396 per carat. Ever in a million years, even when they're dark and cloudy and hazy. And we've added a carat or two in diamonds and a lot of white gold and that beautiful look you're getting overall, and $64.99 your value. That's a big story tonight. And obviously our 20 karat Paraíba gone, but that is a really important way to shop a tourmaline. For example, I kid you not, I'm going to show you these earrings. These were handed to me tonight. This is another way to do tourmaline. Look at this. I'm going to show you right now. They're $3,000 for two Paraíbas that are under 30 points apiece. I did not write this. I do not make up these prices. Obviously, I change them frequently, but that's something that just, I don't know if that puts into perspective. I'd rather, for you know, this price of two of these earrings, I'd rather say get this instead, because I can probably bring you 30-point Paraíbas for the rest of my career in jewelry. I can probably bring you a couple Paraíbas. I can bring them out of my own collection. If you need them, contact me, email me. I'll send them to you from my own collection. I got more Paraíbas than I know what to do with. But you know, it's one of these things where, I don't know, I'd rather have probably this ring than two little Paraíbas for this price tag. And given that I got to spend $3,000 on the earrings, I'd rather say $64.99 for that ring. I'm going to go that route. And I think that's a really important also illustration of this value we're doing together tonight. And also we have a beautiful, really beautiful butterfly ring. This one's got to be seen. We don't get butterflies all that often. I know every time we do, the question is, do you have any more? So let me show you this new butterfly design we had that's a little bit more abstract. They don't look as maybe juvenile as sometimes butterflies can. They don't look like they popped off that kindergarten backpack illustration. They look very sophisticated, probably because the baguettes and the rounds and the yellow and the white, but it's item number 1128841, and that's our many baguettes and round brilliance, but it's all in 18 karat gold too. So you're getting, once again, another great upgrade, 18 karat solid gold. It's two-tone though, white gold and yellow gold, so it looks almost as if two rings came together. And you've got this really fabulous 53 points in the baguettes, 90 points in the round. So the whole ring is giving you a carat 43 in diamonds overall. It's impressive. Very impressive. And now, just going to send it out as quickly as we can. And by the way, Paraíba lovers, I do have a pendant with a very big Paraíba in the rubelite color, and it's about 11 carats. So I know that we couldn't tempt you with the big oval that I had, but I do have a pendant that I can mark down for you. So that's also Paraíba with the big yellow diamond. Let me know if you'd like to know more about that. Here we go with the butterflies. Let's take a look at it on the hand though, because it is one of those more like what we would imagine out of a cuff bracelet, but in a ring, where it's not actually soldered in the middle. So if you wanted to have them a little closer together, you can. If you want them a little further apart, you can. But it really does appear as if they are two pieces of jewelry floating floating above your finger. Pretty incredible design element there. Lots of those baguettes. Remember, it is $143 overall. Creeping up close to $1.5 carat in diamonds. For under $2,000, it's $19.99. We have one. I'm blowing it out. That's a value right there. Just the one. That's it. That's all I got. And butterfly rings never stay with us. Never. Because they're just, well, they're beloved. Take a look at the inside as well. If we show it here, you can see the inside and how it's finished. We're going to make some jewelry happen one way or the other. 25 minutes to work a miracle. Let's do it together. We can do it. Tell me what you'd like to see again. You've seen it all. We've seen it all. We have every piece of jewelry that's gone on the air. What would you like to make yours tonight? Tell me and we'll make it happen. We will find a way. But there's also, well, there is this diamond necklace with the paperclip link chain and this beautiful medallion style. Do you guys remember this? We have our last two. Ever. Last two. The ultimate designer style. This gorgeous necklace. If you want this medallion necklace, let me know. Oh, never mind. It's one left only. Okay. Well, yellow gold is how it sits here. It's got the huge round brilliant, the large baguettes, all burnished into the medallion style, and then a satin finishing to the actual disc, and then your paperclip link chain, which is fully adjustable. You can use any of those links you want without having O-rings, even though there are, just to make it really discernible where those different links will lie. You can really use any of the links you'd like. And you can even attach other charms to that O-ring at the base there. Whatever you want to do, it's creating a little bit of that Y-style necklace that we so love. These are those layerable links that we're loving seeing all over the fine jewelry world. And this is going to be a one only, and it's only $16.99 for our last of this style that we will see. And of course, you could wear it up tall if you want to make a choker length happen. If you want to wear it a little shorter, it goes all the way up to 18 inches, which fits right about there. And so again, you've got all that versatility of length, but you're getting this incredible diamond weight as well. So let's show it up close. It's 1128542. So that one sounds like it may actually already be gone. All right, well, that one's sold. Congratulations. Thank you. They were waiting on that one. Look at this though. The big tansy is here. The big time tanzanite that is going to have fingerprints galore. So let me bring this one closer to you. We're going to show you a really impressive value on this tanzanite. Sure, we can show it on the hand. It's item number 113-1083. We did show it a little earlier as well. So some of you are thinking about it already, and I'm glad you are, because this is one of those that, no, not going to last too long. And get your size, because when it sits properly on the hand, it's going to sit properly on the hand. It's not going to do what it's doing on me. Just make sure you get your true size on this one. Go true to size. It anchors it with those 3 diamonds on either side. This is our our 15 karat 30. 1058 is the number. So 1058 is your number, and it's a 15 karat 30 with 78 points in diamonds. 6 diamonds in total, 3 on each side, 1 killer value here. Let's blow it out. We got a really important night coming to an end. We want to make sure you get your chance. Oh, I love that one. 15 carats 0.30, 1530, and it's all 14 karat white gold, and it does have those bigger diamonds. Let's take a closer look. Hello, beautiful stone, great. This is like it's the alternative to a round. Feels a lot like it as far as the beautiful even nature, sits really easily on the hand, great sparkle to it too. Square cushions will do that. They'll give you a little extra fire, and let's see if we can't get this one out the door. I think we can if we break the price low enough. We've already seen $550 a carat. We've seen $3,800 a carat elsewhere. We're ready. We're ready to blow this out for you. Great value. End of the show is here. 20 minutes left to go. Under $10,000 for our 15 karat 30. It's uncanny how when I brought you the pendants, all of the 10 to 20 karat pendants are gone. And they've all gone within seconds of being aired. And yet, these are the bigger equivalents. These are the rings that have the bigger stones, and we're taking them even further on the discount, and you save a bundle here. It's not even $99.99. Take a look at this. It is one wild moment to get your blue wing block D and send it out. That's the largest we have in a ring, by the way. It is. So this has got its own special distinction here as the last museum reserve largest size we've got in a ring, and it will not be $99, $89, even $79.99. The calculation is going to tell you everything you need to know. The per carat is what makes this so impressive, and we're blowing it out right now, $7,777. Last call in the show, though, 20 minutes, that's it. Gotta go. We got the butterflies still here. And what should we do? Put it all up there? You want to see everything we've had in the show? I don't know if our wheel can take it. There's a lot of jewelry still hanging out here for you, and that includes red barrels. and that includes tanzanite in bridge mountings. And I got to tell you, if I know that a lot of you love the bridge mountings, and yet the Asher cut that we brought earlier, not even supposed to be here tonight. This was the way you can get a tanzanite for under $2,500 with this Asher cut in the bridge. And it's that gorgeous, it's a 3 carat 51, so it's still a really good size. This is item number 113, 1195. Great chance to pick it up. We did show it very early on based on a request. Our requester is not in the market for this one, so here's what we're going to do to make this very, very affordable here at the end of the night. It's $24.99, and that includes your 67 points in the diamonds. And then I still have this emerald to show you. I know it was last night about this time we were all talking emeralds, and we had the big emerald that was a carat 40. Well, I'm going to bring you a 2.5 carat that looks like that. That'll go. So we'll get that one out the door as well. I know we've been waiting for a grand finale moment to see what that's all about. So there's our $24.99 tanzanite. Very important 3.5 carat there. And that'll be your one and only. So big bridge, double row in diamonds. Let's show it. Here's the emerald. 113, 1227. So this is unbelievable, really. It's a bit of an impossibility. And I know nothing's impossible if you try, is what they say. But in the world of gems, some things are seeming to be quite impossible. And as you creep up into bigger sizes of emerald, they get very, very cloudy, very, very included. That is not the case here. This clarity is off the charts. It's 113, 1227. It's your first time seeing it in a full detail presentation. We had a flash of it earlier. I put everything up there on the wheel in our first hour just to see if there was any intrigue or interest on any jewelry tonight. So we now want to get into it. It's a 2 carat 43, so it's one of those bigger jumbo sizes, but looks bigger, not just because, yeah, emeralds do. I'm talking about the cut. But it's emerald cut, that's normal. It's elongated. So it's the stiletto style of emerald cuts for you, which gives you this wow factor, but then wait till you see this on the hand. Diamond weight is going to be 49 points, triple split shank on the sides, diamond halo around it. Let's give this one away. I know we can, because there's a $12,999 should be, would be any old day of the week. This is not any old day of the week. We got a major value happening right now, and then we'll do our recap. And we got to move some jewelry. Yeah. 310 oval, sure. Let me go get the moonstones from earlier, and we'll pop that on the hand for you. 310, oh, it was a good one. That's my own personal favorite. In the moonstones, it's 1130077. Here it is on the hand. This was from a trio of moonstones we did quite earlier tonight. That's our 310 and 18 karat. Actually, out of all 3 moonstones I had, this was the only one done in 18 karat gold. And it's got just shy of 2 carats in diamonds that include a lot of the fancier cuts there. So that's going to be our gorgeous oval. You're still getting over 3 carats in size. Look at that gorgeous blue green. We were all noting earlier that it had a very Paraíba-esque sheen to the surface of the stone, while still giving all the rainbow colors you expect from the best faceted moonstone in the world. And here it is for only $29.99, and that's 18 karat gold. And I'll give you an up close look at it as well, because there is a gorgeous under gallery too. That's how the inside is built, so you can see more 18 karat gold. Even look at the flecks of color from behind the stone. Here's the under gallery. There's the gorgeous stone there. You see what I mean? It's got huge rounds, but also princess cuts. And even on the sides, look at those princess cuts on the sides. That is some serious color. We have seen a lot of good moonstones. Very few have been that lively, that bright, and there's your full view of it. So that's got to go at $29.99. You know that one's not going to stick around. That was a 12. Actually, no, this one was more. That was the $15,000, because it's the 18 karat gold. That's the $15,000 moonstone that I just knew after seeing it for months and months and months here in my little box of goodies. I knew that was probably not going to do it at $15,999. So what a thrill to bring it down to this price tag tonight and make it so much more affordable for you, like $29.99. I think that's a much better value if you ask me, and certainly couldn't do the 18 karat gold for that price tag either. So that's what makes it, I think, just a superstar. If you would really like to have a big collectible moonstone, not the 1 carats and the 2 carats, but getting up there in that size as that really important over 3 carat threshold. That's an important mark to make. So back to our emerald we'll go. Here's the emerald from Colombia, and this is what it looks like here, but let's show it on the hand too, so you can see how much glow you get. Exactly. That's a bright glowing stone, no doubt. And that's one only, and we'll blow it out for you. Make it an easy one at $243. We're getting up to that size that kind of hits that maximum level. You don't don't see many of the emeralds anymore that get up to 2.5 carats in size. This is one of them. And yet looking bigger, looking double, gorgeous emerald cutting here, like bright, bright green glow all the way through that stone. Super deluxe. And if it's looking, this is the viewpoint where you're supposed to see every last inclusion. My question is, where are they? Where are the inclusions? That's when you know you've got a top quality stone. Who else is zooming in closer to emeralds? Well, let's blow it out. $39.99, first caller. That's going to be it on the big emerald. It was $12,999 2 hours ago. 2 hours ago. 2 hours ago when I showed it, it was $12,999. End of the show is now. We got 14 minutes. Now it's $39.99. And there is a $32,000 per carat mark on emeralds. That's retail. That's why you're not in retail right now. That's why you're shopping with us, I hope. Because even if you have more money than you know what to do with, I don't know why there would be any point to spend $32,000 on the same exact material. That's per carat. So this stone being more that would be that, yeah, $70,000 stone on a conservative day, $70,000 stone, that's the buying guides for you. That's a conservative price. That's a buying guide that, listen, I haven't bothered memorizing every edition. I just use the buying guide that I memorized back in 2004 so that the values that I give you are conservative. So just note that they've probably gone up quite a bit. If you have a buying guide that's a more recent edition, you're probably looking at it right now going, no, they're not $32,000 a carat, they're more. Absolutely, but if I can give you conservative retail, and those are retails on Colombian emeralds of this size, especially if you're talking about clarity like this. This is a beyond. So $39.99 gets you that one. Let's see who's got that moonstone oval, because that one can't stick around. And then I'm going to add a lot of great pieces here because there's just so much. Listen, there's a lot of fabulous jewelry here. I don't know, for me to pick out one piece to highlight out of everything that's here is kind of silly. So at this point, I'll just show you what we've got, and you tell me if anything's of interest. Because when I tell you we've got to move all this jewelry, we've got to move every last piece. So it's just going to be a matter of which one do you want. You know you've seen them all. You know you've been thinking about them. So which piece would you like to add to your collection tonight? That is now the question. And we'll zoom back. Just want to give you a few other choices here, because there's my tanzanite, still that favorite of mine. I love that tanzanite. One of my favorite pieces we've had in tanzanite for you. Always specialty to get. I love the fact that we have, this is Brazilian Paraíba, by the way. If you're not familiar, and I got to make more room because we got a lot of jewelry to add here. I've got the purple Paraíba. This case, it's actually a lavender. It's a lilac. Let me put this off to the side here. I want to show you as much as we can here because that is the purple lavender Paraíba. Also have this incredible ruby that you saw earlier. This was brought up by request as well, but again, requesters rarely take what they request, so here's your second chance at it. We also had a very important, we have the 310 moonstone that's up there. That's the one we just recapped. Here it is, the 310 with the carat 95 in diamonds, the lavender in the Paraíba. We have a fire opal here. Now, I love this kunzite, so let's give the kunzite some love here. This is the kunzite that is only $19.99. We'll do that kunzite specialty cut there. That was that really unusual cut because it's that radiant square, but it's got an extra facet pattern inside. So it's more of that prismatic faceting that we don't always see. Here's our fire opal that looks very similar to the ruby behind it. So before you think, two rubies? Which one should I choose? One's a fire opal, one's a ruby. Both are just on point with their reds. And then we also have, okay, this really, really, really good moonstone pendant. I know you've seen the moonstone pendant. It's under $1,000. That's our $9.99 moonstone right on over here. We'll put it back here in the center. And then you let me know what you're thinking about from this wheel, and we can give you another look on the hand. What a great variety of just overall colors that we have here for you. So many exotics like the purple Paraíba, which I know a lot of you missed out on one earlier. That was the Cuprian. That was our copper bearing. So is that one. It's just a lavender color. So it's a lavender shading to that purple Paraíba. And here's as close as I can bring you to all these gorgeous pieces and anything you want to see. One singled out, one tried on, one with the graphics. You let me know. There's just too much of the really, really best of best here. And these values have been unbelievable, really. So congratulations, all right? If you get any, let me know. And yeah, so I think, Pamela, did we get you? Did you see the moonstone? Because I'm not sure. This message just came into me that you wanted to see it. So I'm not sure if you saw it because I did show it. Let me just do it again here for you. So that was 0077. It's the moonstone that's up on that wheel. So I didn't know, Pam, that was you. So that's already been shown. And then she said, well, show me the inside again. We'll show you again. There's that inside under gallery. Remember, I was noting the beauty of the color of the stone through the inside, and then the 18 karat gold. So that's what it looks like in and out and all around. And remember those very important diamonds that we've used. And if you can, I would say what a beautiful look it is with the moonstone pendant. That would be a nice match, a little mix and match opportunity, the oval with the square cushion that's behind it. So remember, the pendant's only $9.99. It's got the same colorways. You can see it's just a different cut, square cushion versus oval. So for under $4,000, you could get everything in moonstone up on that wheel. You would get the pendant and the ring to match. So I think, Pam, I don't know who else, we got a lot of people talking about that moonstone, but 310 there with those important round brilliants and princess cuts together. So all of that happening in one great ring for under $3,000. And I'll give you a moment with the wheel. Let me know if there's anything you need assistance on. We did bring out a 12 karat 30 Paraíba as well, since the 19 karat is gone. We did have a 12 karat as well. That was down to 88.88. Question. The oval ruby is item number 1125460. That is the 1 karat 30. We showed 2 rubies. There was also a square cushion with yellow and white diamonds. That is the oval, though. That's the karat 30 with the 90 points in the classic mounting. Double halo, diamonds down the sides, and let me try it on for you. That is a one only. It's 1125460. Here it is again on the hand. There's our Burma, karat 30, our own private collection. I stressed that earlier. These are not stones that are, they're not ones that can be acquired today. Yes. Sure, kunzite going on the hand, yes. It is $24.99 for the oval. Yes, the cushion was a little more. The oval's a little less because they were about 12 points different in size. We're going to try in the kunzite for you, which I have an item number for you. The item number on the kunzite ring, which is that dazzling cut, is 1307. Take a look at this. This is the kunzite we showed earlier. Now, I know we just gave it a new price tag because we attempted an auction early on. Didn't get it started. It's the end of the show. Got to move some jewelry, 7 minutes to do it. $668 on this kunzite, which is just flashing and firing. Those are big individual diamonds on each side. Fancy cuts. They are modified. They're like I think they're pentagons. They actually have a 5-sided cut to them on either side. Really beautiful, like a half moon meets a trillion. A little bit of a pointed half moon, 35 points in diamonds in white, yellow, or rose. That is $19.99. Price to move here at the end of the show. 7 minutes left to go. If there's anything we can help you with, reminder, tomorrow's Friday. Guess where we'll be? Right here. And for all of you that go, oh, but you're going to be at the JCK show. No, I don't get to go till Sunday afternoon. So I'm going to book it after Sunday and get there Sunday as they close, and I'll be there for my one day. It's usually, but listen, I'm lucky I get a day, you know. They expanded it for me. They extended a day for me. They usually end on Sunday. They said, let's just make sure Lolo can get out here. Yes. Thank you. Moonstone pendant for $9.99 is gone. Congrats on that one. And that item number on the moonstone pendant, if you need it, I will have that for you. It's 232. So 0232, and then that means we can put something else like the round. Let's put the big round tanzanite up there in the middle of the rear of the wheel. There's that round with the pink diamonds. Try to get that started at 4,500. Let me know what you want to do there. Last call on the show, though. I know it's a jam-packed wheel. Shouldn't be in a minute. Yes. Red barrel. Oh, well, that was interesting. The 20-pointer that I tried to get it started at $4,000 to open. Never got it going. Here's the red barrel with pink diamonds, with white diamonds. This is item number 1130905. If anybody would like the red barrel, you know what I should do? Just put this up all by itself. I'm going to zoom in on this red barrel. If you missed this, oh my goodness, let me do something wild here. There's the information. This is the most affordable red barrel I have. Of everything I have in red barrel of the entire collection, new or sold, this is it. And let me just give you a wow price tag for the end of the show. It's our 20-point red barrel. Nobody's on the phone line. Somebody just inquired about it and said, do you still have that? I do, and it's $4,000 to open. We don't have time. We have 5 minutes left to go of airtime. That is it. So we're going to give it a last call. I'm going to give you a new discounted price, and this is going to be first caller takes it, and it will go. 22 points in the pink diamonds, first halo. Outside of that, the white diamonds. This is by far. Every other red barrel I had started at $99.99 and went up from there. This one was $8,000. all day long, every day, just got it down to a price tag here. Didn't get that auction started. Now we don't have time for the auction, so we're just going to give it away right now. End of the show special. Let's make it $39.99 to the very first caller. Do you realize that we just gave it a price that would be for any just regular standard piece of jewelry, and yet you have a chance to own really what is considered the world's rarest stone? It is considered the world's rarest stone. It really is. This is the red beryl out of the Wawa mine that is in Utah. The best and only facet grade material has come out of that mine. Excuse the fingerprint here. Let me polish it up for you. This is a wild moment. And for $39, we'll just leave it here till it goes. We have 4 minutes left in the broadcast. If that lasts the 4 minutes, off to JCK it goes. If it, that's why I had to bring out the red. This was not What's New Wednesday, and yet we brought you What's New Red Beryls on a Thursday night because anything that's left go into the show. So here's your last call on that red beryl. Now you have 4 minutes to think about it, if it even lasts that long, but you have weeks to think about it once it arrives home, and that's really crucial. So please, again, if you're thinking, I don't know why that's so cheap, why is that so low? Just because if anything goes from tonight's show, it should be that red beryl, especially with that price tag. If it's $8,000, it can stay. But when it's only $39.99, it cannot stay here with us. You know better, you know the values, you probably heard of red beryl, probably have rarely seen it. We've rarely shown it. It's only our second time bringing it to you, and yet look at that fabulous color glow. That is what you call gem quality. That's what makes it so difficult to acquire, is gem quality. There's a little specimens, little dark, cloudy, hazy specimens that literally can't be faceted. They're somewhat out there if you really were to look at a museum or a trade show or an auction house. But getting something like this is a whole different level. 20 points of searing bright, glowing red beryl, natural. That's the other thing. It's a great wearable and durable stone. Remember, it's an 8 on the Mohs scale, so you've got plenty of durability to wear it every single day if you choose. And those pink diamonds, 22 points in the pink, and then another 86 points in the white diamonds. All together, probably one of our best values of the entire month right there. And we're almost done with May. We've got a few last days. I'll see you tomorrow night for our 5 to 8 o'clock extravaganza that's called our big Friday night party, our Club TVON. We love to have you. 5 to 8 Pacific time, 8 to 11 Eastern. We will see you then. We got 2 minutes left. Also, we're here on Saturday and Sunday mornings during the daytime. So we'll see you then as well. And a lot of big specials, including a big 3-carat diamond band is coming up with big diamonds this weekend, and some huge oval diamond studs, which we've never had. Those are all coming up over the weekend, and we've got a big party night tomorrow, so I hope you'll join me for that. It's going to be a lot of fun as usual, and you never know what you're going to tune in and see. So I would recommend being with us right at the beginning, and we will have a wonderful time kicking off the weekend together. But $39.99, you still got some options here. Kunzite, the big tourmaline, the big moonstone I think is still here. Go ahead and grab what you can now. Thank you again, and thank you for enjoying all of our museum masterpieces. It's been fun to bring those to you the last couple of weeks or so. And yet, here we go. There's another one right there. I told you this show is stacked with museum type items, and that's yet another right there. The red beryl, $39.99. Just cannot, you can't get a price like that anywhere else on the planet. And we'll be able to prove it to you. We got the wholesale trade show where there might be 1 or 2 red beryls, and guess what? They're going to be this one. It's going to be the one you're looking at that you have a chance to own right here, right now. So call us quickly. We're here for a couple minutes after we go off the air, so the phone lines stay open for you for about 2 minutes, and then you can get your favorite, whatever it may be. Plenty of options left. If there's anything you're considering, let us send it to you. Let you just let your own eyes see it and wear it and feel it and see what it's all about in person, and that makes the decision really, really easy. So really, really proud of that value. $39.99. Couple people talking about it. We'll see who's got it. But you can call us now. Get your favorites. Do so right away, because this is your last call on any of these museum pieces. They're not even an option to bring out going forward. So definitely now or never time on these museum pieces. It sure is. And that includes that 16-carat tourmaline. It includes any of the museum pieces you saw the last couple of weeks. It includes this red beryl. And here's your last call. Anything else we can help you with, give us a call. We are available at that phone number right down below so that you can get in and get your favorites now. Get them now. They're so important, and that is the value of a lifetime. Thanks again for being with me. Appreciate you watching. Appreciate you shopping. We'll see you tomorrow night, 5 o'clock Pacific, 7 Central, 8 p.m. Eastern. We'll kick off the weekend together. I'll see you then. I'm Lauren Blair. Good night.